Let's just continue chatting.
Yeah, you guys can go ahead and chat. We have to wait till we get speed up anyway before.
Me and the Pootie knife are ready to
Speed
go.
up?
Yeah. So in other words, okay. So we're live already, but I
Yeah.
don't see anything rolling through. So I usually wait until everything rolls through.
Oh
then
man, it's the worst. That's
Yeah.
why I was ragging on you last night, because it
Oh.
it takes so long to actually get the show started. Now that you're like you wait for it.
Were you ragging on me last night?
Was it last night or the night before where I was like,
Oh.
Hank cannot continue
Oh,
the show?
Yeah, the night before. Okay. Fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. So someone let me know. I think it looks to me like everything's going through. It looks like it's going through there.
We're up.
All right, so we are live. Let me drop the opening. Walter, wait for the cue, and here we go.
Welcome back.
Kaboom! Walter. I'm waiting for you. Subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, thumbs up, ring the bell so you can be notified. And once again, I pressed the wrong button, but that's the number today if you want to call me. That's what pops up there every now and then if anyone wants to give me a call. We are live. I hope you got your big girl Friday. This is the last day of the show for the year of 2020. Merry Christmas for the decade. Panties plus the Gunstreamer. You know what? We have Austin from Gunstreamer here for the first hour. Austin, you maybe
I don't have a pair of those.
Yeah, these aren't even mine. But yeah, you might want to make some Gunstreamer panties or something.
Oh, those are made in the U.S. too. If you look in the tag and stuff.
Oh, really? Are they?
Really? Who
Okay.
they get to make that?
Oh, wow.
Well, read the tag, Hank Strange.
good
Come
stuff.
on. Let's
That's with them.
Yeah, made in the USA, machine wash cold. There you go. So let me see. Can people see that up there? I think so. You guys can see that.
Mine fits splendidly, by the way.
Oh man, I haven't worn mine yet.
Yeah. So Walter, you got your stuff.
I don't usually wear that type of undergarments, but they
okay.
worked all right.
I think Gunstreamer should make Speedos.
Hey, put it on the list.
Just
We'll see.
another thing you need to do. Okay, we are live. This is episode 485 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. Coming to you live. I'm in Gainesville. Walter's in Safety Harbor. Patrick is in the land of I took my friend's welder and sold it so I can upgrade my own welder. Austin, I don't even know where you are, man. You look like you're in a hotel or something.
I'm in Utah.
Oh, okay. Austin's in Utah. There you go. Episode 485. Our guest is Austin Roberts of Gunstreamer. Of course, we got Babyface. I will sell your welder P.
Listen,
Walter Keller from
you leave anything too long, it gets pawned.
Yeah. You know what? I'm surprised it's taken this. I bet you there's other stuff I just haven't noticed. So, yeah. This is just probably the first one I found out about. So.
No, I don't think there's anything else. Maybe.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So anyway, we're all here. Austin's going to be here for the first hour. For folks that have questions out there, thanks for coming in, Austin. How are you?
Doing well. Getting ready for the holidays is always kind of a mess, but
Yeah,
it's always
always crazy.
spirit of-
Okay. Oh, are you good with the family, or do you have like a typical family where like half of you guys don't talk to each other?
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, that's what I figured.
Of course.
Okay. Yeah, awesome, nice.
Yeah,
And
it's
you're
all
gonna
good.
you're gonna be in Utah for the holidays.
Yes, yeah, I am. I got actually most of the family stuff is happening right up front here this weekend, so that's kind of nice because it gives me some time to relax and actually get some sort of vacation.
Because you have lots of work, lots of coding needs to be done, Austin.
I know.
Yes.
I get reminded of that constantly.
Yeah, I don't want you to take too much time off.
I know.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. We're still working.
When we go into this new year, you have to have every single thing that the folks ask for ready.
That's a big list.
Yeah. Well.
Growing every day.
Yeah. So we're gonna get into that. We do have Babyface P. He's here. Walter's here. Clover Tax says what's up. I see everyone's out there. Okay. So where should we start with this, Austin? Since we've got you here for about 55 minutes.
Yeah.
Where do you want to start? Yeah, I'll just let you jump in.
I know there's one major question that a lot of people are going to be asking about, so we'll just ignore that to start.
Oh, okay.
no.
Okay, that's
Unless you
logical.
really want to get in front of it.
And
I-
live streaming.
There it is. We can talk about it.
Uh-huh.
So, well, actually, let's talk
Yeah,
about
that's
this.
what Archangel asked. He says, Hank, ask Austin what we can do to go live on Gunstreamer.
Here we are 5 minutes in.
Yes.
Yeah, we can talk about it. I think we could just kind of talk about 2020 or 2019 for Gunstreamer in 2020, which I think 2019 was a great year. I know I met up with a lot of you guys at SHOT Show in January, and we had a lot of expectations and hopes and wishes and wants for Gunstreamer in 2019, and some things went really well, and we learned some things. Things went well. We have grown channels wise. We've grown a lot, right? We've gotten a lot of the support of the channels as far as bringing content in. Our YouTube auto importer and full channel import. I mean, that's been going crazy. I mean, we have around 1,000 channels on the site right now, and roughly 78% of them use the auto importer, which is great. It's kind of funny though, but the people that use the auto importer, if YouTube sort of exercises its powers, so to speak, and starts implementing these policies a little bit stricter, then the auto importer doesn't really become helpful, right? Because people won't be uploading certain content to YouTube in the first place. But in the meantime, a lot of channels are sort of using us as a sort of backup, you could say, which is good. It's good to have that content. If YouTube gets rid of it, it's not just completely scratched from the internet. Right, it's still around, it's still somewhere that the channels can access, and they don't have to spend hours upon hours pulling things off of hard drives and uploading them to the web again. So that's great. That's a good note for 2019 for Gunstreamer. Let's see, we have been growing steadily in viewership. We're not quite where we want to be at this point, and we can really kind of delve into that, because I think there's a number.
What kind of growth have you had, and then what numbers you getting, and what's the goal for you guys?
Well, let's see. Since January, we've probably grown 4 or 5 times over. Okay. Which, like I said, is great. We had quite ambitious plans for the year, and some of that didn't quite pan out. But we have, something that we talked a lot about when we launched is what's the business model going to look like? How are we going to monetize? Can we be innovative about things like that? And we have really been trying a lot of these things out and giving them, their due course. So we launched Contributus back in January. We started running ads back in January, February as well. Let's see, we've got the Bounty program, which some of your viewers may not know what that is, and maybe even here on the panel. But the Bounty program is something we have high hopes for as far as actually efficiently building the company for both the benefit of the content creators and the benefit of Gunstreamer. So we can talk about that. We initially launched it as a beta. It's still sort of in beta phase, and we only emailed it to select content creators. So we didn't email it to everybody. We didn't email it to all of the viewers. And we can talk about that in a little bit once we kind of get over the basis of 2019. But so we've really been kind of pushing the envelope as far as what things we can do to turn this into a suitable and reliable platform for us, not just now, but in the long term, right? Okay. And as we've talked about all along the way is we're probably going to have to innovate on various things, monetization included. Just
Sorry.
Starting things from an outlook of just copying YouTube or copying some other site isn't going to work for us, especially given that we're in sort of a niche market right now. So those things have gone well. Like I said, we haven't quite grown as fast in viewership as we'd like to. A lot of that does sort of have to do YouTube, or the YouTube auto importer was a great feature for us. A lot of people used it, but a lot of people sort of just set it and forget it,
Yeah. So what kind of viewership numbers do you need in order, or do you feel you need in order to get the industry on board with you guys more?
We need to be about 4 times the size that we currently are.
Okay.
At least, and but it's kind of a hard question to answer because
Right. Yeah, it seems like you don't want to give specific numbers here. Am I gleaming that properly? That you don't want to actually like give out the numbers?
Some numbers, yes.
Okay. All right.
A lot of numbers, yes, but
Okay.
But it's kind of a hard question to answer because the reality is it shouldn't matter how big or how small we are. As long as the mechanics are working properly, we should be able to scale in any form or factor. So if we get 4 or 5 times the size we are, we can sell more ad space, right? If we get 20 or 50 times the size we are, we can sell more ad space, and we can just kind of trickle that down to everything that we need to operate the business. Obviously, it costs more to host more video, it costs more to stream more video. So all the numbers have to sort of grow and shrink together. And I think we've worked that out quite well for where we're at today. But to sort of make some of these changes like live streaming, we're going to have to be quite a bit larger than we currently are. And we can sort of get into that now. So live streaming is not only technologically quite advanced, it's also quite expensive, as we've discussed before. And it doesn't just become more expensive when someone live streams and they have more users. That's actually what helps pay for it. It gets more expensive just implementing the process because so many more things have to take place right when you do a live stream than just uploading a regular video, right? Like we have to go through and transcode things live, and then we have to deliver them in various formats. I mean, it's just a really really complicated feature. But the reality is if we had the technology today and we had it perfected, we still probably couldn't go live with everyone, just simply based on the costs.
Okay. Do you think you would be able to go live with maybe 10 or 20 creators or something like that? How many creators do you have on there first? Let me ask that. If you could give us a ballpark number. How many?
How many content creators?
Yeah.
Roughly 1,000.
1,000. Okay. So is it possible to go live with 10, 20 creators?
Well, once again, when we talk about scaling, right, we're not talking about specific numbers, because if we have 10, 20 content creators and they're all just using it as a third or fourth output of their live stream, but they don't ever actually do anything with it, right? If they don't ever actually push users to view it on Gunstreamer, then it's just costing us more money.
Yeah.
It's just costing us money for no reason.
Okay, so like what I see is, and I know you and I have talked about this, but I'm trying to, obviously other folks here haven't been in on those conversations. I want to start with like what you guys need, and then we'll get to what everyone else needs, right? So what do you need from us? It seems to me like you need us to put our stuff on there more uniquely instead of just as a backup. So like you need our content maybe to be exclusive on Gunstreamer.
Well, that's not necessarily true. I mean, that would be great. That would help for sure, right? But people don't naturally push us, right? They still have an audience on YouTube. And so when they go to Facebook or Instagram or wherever they share their content, they share their YouTube video, right? They like the majority of those creators that we talked about are really just kind of using this as a backup. And that's, if we don't grow in viewership, then we're sort of in a stasis. We're sort of not growing, not shrinking. We're just like existing, right? And we can sustain, and we can do that forever, right?
Yeah.
We're currently running ads. We're sort of figuring out how much we're going to be able to play with, how much we're going to be able to do revenue sharing with, all those kinds of things, but we can sustain where we're at today. So it's really, and we make efforts to grow the platform from the viewership perspective as well, but between 1,000 content creators, we're talking about millions and millions of audience that they have access to, right? That isn't really being used in the best interest of Gunstreamer. And we're not saying we blame anyone for that. That's fine. Like if someone has 1 million subscribers on YouTube, then obviously they're going to continue to try to push YouTube as long as they can. And so some things may depend on what the content creators are willing to do, and some things may just depend on what stupid moves YouTube makes, right?
Yeah.
If YouTube shuts down a bunch of channels, then they're like, yeah, I got my channel. Well, it's on Gunstreamer, and that could help at some point, but that really just leaves us depending on YouTube for growth.
Yeah. I think that's really only gonna work if we get total burn down with let's say you get like YouTube decides they're going to get rid of all the gun guys or most of the gun guys, then we'll get to that point. I think before we get there, this needs to be more of like a two-way street. Because I feel like you guys are doing something for us. So if at least everyone's using you as a backup, you're doing something for us, right? And I'm not trying to say that it's bad that everyone's doing that. I think a lot of people are just so busy juggling all these things. At some point, though, we probably need to like, get together and hear from you. Like, hey, if we can get some people or this many people to start putting up unique content up here or doing this or doing that, pushing us more on their channels or platforms that exist, then we can get this further down the road. We can start getting more creators on board, more of the industry on board with you guys, and then obviously, more eyeballs actually looking at stuff.
Yeah, well, that's right. That's true. But there's something about that is that we've tried to develop features to sort of make it easier, or features that content creators wanted, or features that the audience wanted. Mm-hmm. And sometimes in the past, when we spent a lot of time and energy and money developing some of these features, we didn't really quite see the payoff we want. So at this point, we're kind of at a stage where whatever we develop, we need that to directly correlate with the payoff of content creators helping us build this, or if it's that we like cancel a rev share and then we just run ads for Gunstreamer to bring eyeballs to the website. We need something that's not really as much hypothetical, but more direct evidence that if we do this, we can not only like afford the feature, the cost of the feature, but we can also afford growth in the future. Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to see payback in short order, not like down the road whenever.
Yeah, or at least numbers, I guess. Like you need numbers or something so that you can talk to the industry and say, hey, we're getting this. Yeah.
I mean, that's true. Like a lot of people we talk to, I mean, we've tried to reach out to many people, and for some people, especially the major companies, they look at us and they're like, well, I like the idea, I like the features, I like that you got like all these major YouTubers. That's really cool, but not today. So like I said, our future as far as growth and scalability isn't completely in our control, and we can sustain. And if that's all that it is, then that's all it is for a time. As things go on, it seems inevitable that things with YouTube will get worse, right? So we're in this for the long game, no matter what. We'll be here as long as it takes. We'll be here for the long game.
Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to I know you have a limited time, so here's the thing that I'm trying to get from you. What do you need us to do? We're all content creators here right now, and we've got a bunch of people in the audience, and they have questions. Please, by the way, guys, smash the thumbs ups, all that kind of stuff. What do you need us to do? What can Walther do? What can Babyface do? What can I do? What can CloverTac and all the folks out there do to help you guys?
Okay, so let me explain to you how the bounty program works.
Okay, there's some questions, by the way. Like I think CloverTac was asking about the bounty program. I know Patrick had some concerns. Why the old videos? So go ahead, tell us how it works. But they want to know why it's only the old videos and they can't get their new videos because that's what they would like to push the most on social media.
Tell me how it works, and I'll tell you how it doesn't work. How about that?
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
That's perfect. So the bounty program, which I will continue to emphasize this as much as it takes, is the beta bounty program. Everything about the program is subject to change. We have it very we have it in all the spots that we advertise the bounty program to select creators, that it can be shut off at any time, that we can change it at any time, and we need this to work properly, right? We need this to work for you guys. So whatever issues you have with it, we need to address those. We're gonna need to make a ton of tweaks before this thing is like ready to go pro, right? Okay. So the way the bounty program works, we have a select number of advertisers, right? And we actually last month in November we sold out of our inventory on AdSpace.
Nice, that's awesome. That's really exciting.
Yeah, it's great, but we actually we had to turn down other advertisers for it, right?
Okay.
Only so many impressions to go around, unfortunately.
Right, which is kind of sad, really, because we turned down a few, and then we had a few leave, and now we're having trouble selling that space again. I mean, it's just this is a constant thing, constantly on the phone with these guys. But so we couldn't sell more ad space, and the idea was that if the content creators had content that the advertisers were trying to target, like certain advertisers try to target by keyword, by demographic, by all these different things. So if the content creator has content that is relatable to that targeting, then that content becomes qualified for the bounty program. And then if you are able to bring your audience to Gunstreamer rather than like other locations to view that content, then you get it part of the rev share, right? So certain videos won't qualify depending on what the content is. Although I will mention that shortly here we're going to be opening up the qualifications for that content quite a bit. So it's not that your old videos are the ones that we're doing. It's all videos, but it's all videos that qualify. So if you uploaded a qualifying video right now, you would actually get an email in your inbox that says that video qualifies for the bounty program, and it would give you the link.
Okay,
right?
so how are you pulling that data from the video? Are you somehow reading the video? Is it keywords that are going into the video?
We're not.
What's that?
We're not.
Okay.
It's keywords based on title, meta, like the keywords, title, and description, and that's the data that we're using to target with those advertisers. So they exactly match, the bounty program exactly matches the advertisers' data, right?
Okay. Yeah, see, okay, so here's the thing I just want to say about that real quick. I think that could be an issue, even with us. Like, it's weird to get stuff up on YouTube or to try to get through all the different things that YouTube's throwing up in the way. We're changing the titles and things like that of the videos. So when they get pulled over, it's not really necessarily accurate. So it's probably going to take some work to go in there and make it more accurate. Do you guys have some place available, not so that people can cheat and pretend that their content is what you're looking for, but so that they can know what you're looking for and better label the stuff that they have there?
Well, I think what you just mentioned is actually a major concern of ours. Because when we actually launched the program, we had a couple of creators that
took advantage of it.
That tried to abuse it
to play the system.
And we see those leaks, and we cover those leaks up, right? And I think what you're mentioning, Hank, is sort of a way to open up another link. It's like if someone went through 100 of their videos and, I don't know, added the keyword like Hollow Sun or whatever, that's just an example. But if they went and added those keywords to all the videos, and they're like, they have existing traffic, it's just really not good.
Well, the thing is like, I know for a fact that to try to get videos to not be suppressed on YouTube, we make very vague titles of what it is and all that kind of stuff. So now when it comes over to Gunstreamer, we have to go back in there, which is all work, right? You have to go back in there and restructure it. So I'm not advocating that people try to game the system, because what's that going to benefit us right now? You guys are not YouTube. You're not going to make, no one's going to make $1 million off of you by gaming the system. But if people were able to better label what they have, it would help you. It would help the people that want to advertise with you, because the eyeballs, the people watching those videos would get closer to what they're looking for.
One thing you could do is some sort of like almost like an NDA or something, well, but not an NDA necessarily, but something where you're like, listen, we would like to bring you on where we tell you what advertisers are looking for. You can create content around that. Don't share that outside the company. Things like that, maybe.
Yeah, that's possible. The concerns of ours were that people would try to game the system, A, and B, that it sort of poses a trust issue between the advertisers and us. If we have the conversation with the advertisers and we're like, yeah, we know about a way that people could game the system, but we're just kind of hoping that they won't.
Yeah. No, I understand that. But it's so, for example, like I have a video that we just recently put up. It's on YouTube, but YouTube completely demonetized it, so no one's really actually looking at it, right? But I'm kind of trying to figure all of this out right now. Anyway, the title of that video is something like, "When do you definitely go with leather?" But what we're actually talking about in that video is a Cabot 1911 You know,
hell bent for leather, man. I'm hell bent for leather.
You know, where Babyface has his Colt Python, you know, 357. But the reason why we made it so vague is because we're, you know.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Like I get exactly where you're coming from. That people are going to try to game it, but what it means is that people who, if you just let your stuff pull over from YouTube to Gunstreamer, now you really need to go back in there and reclassify that stuff, which is going to be some work.
Yeah, that makes sense. I see what you're saying. Mm-hmm. I'd like to mention that once again we're making a lot of tweaks to this, and specifically for the targeting issue. Like I mentioned, in the next version of this program, we're going to be opening it up really quite a bit. So it's likely that you'll see whatever videos you're, as active current things. It's actually more likely that that older videos may not apply, depending on traffic sources. We had one content creator who had a lot of existing traffic from old links that was just like standard, like people that trending videos of his that have trended for months and months and months and months.
Can we name who it is?
No.
I don't know.
Okay.
Don't push that.
Okay, I'm just messing around. Okay.
But
I'm sure I know who you're talking about because he's my buddy. He's my buddy, and I love him. Yeah.
So we
No, I know.
He went through and changed those old videos to use the bounty links. The problem was that didn't see an overall spike for Gunstreamer traffic, right?
Okay.
So it didn't actually, the program didn't actually perform its function, which is to bring new eyeballs to the website.
And he was just getting paid for it.
Right, and he was just getting paid for it.
Because he's a mad genius.
No, it's not mad genius.
I know.
That is a good way to screw the company that's trying to help you.
Yeah, ultimate. But this is the whole. This is an experiment that we're all doing here, and we've got to figure out how. You don't
screw those people to climb your way to the top for a couple extra pennies here and there. Come on.
Yeah, but you see, there's completely different mind thoughts that go when you're trying to deal with YouTube, which is anti-us. And then when you're trying to deal with Gunstreamer, which is pro-us, right? And so these are the two mind spaces that people have to live in, and it makes it difficult. I think also, you know what? I remember asking you one day, Austin, I remember asking you, can we do the reverse of what Gunstreamer does? So, for example, if this is what I really want to do. I want to make my freaking video the way I want to make my video. I don't want to make my video and not say what I'm getting up to and all that for a minute or 2 minutes because the friggin' algorithm's going to read it and figure me out. I want to make my video because I love guns and I love the Second Amendment in America. Make my damn video, put it up on Gunstreamer, and then maybe have it go somewhere else in some period of time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm gonna start a new hashtag. You know how we're always complaining about take the money out of politics? I'm gonna start a hashtag take the money out of GunTube, because everybody, you can make the video you want, at least on Gunstreamer, you just might not make as much money, and that's what everybody's going for to game the system, is to try to make money. If you remove that altogether, you can make whatever content you want.
Yeah.
But people aren't going to do that because they want the money.
Well, I think it depends on who it is. Not all of us get to to be corporate executives. Like you, Babyface P.
I am the corporate executive of Babyface P Inc. I make loads of money each year. But seriously though, like if you forget about the money for a second, it changes everything. But that's not what people want to do.
I think. Go ahead, Walt.
Forget about the money. I don't need no money.
Yeah. We don't need no stinking money.
I don't need
Just do this
money.
for free.
I don't want any new cars or anything like that.
Forget about that. I mean, you have listen. Ultimately, not everyone here, and I understand that, but I think people here are trying to make careers out of this. They have to figure out how to pay their bills in order to do this. Otherwise, they'll just get other jobs and do other things. So we need to decide whether or not we need this content in with a good frequency, and if you do, then there has to be. I don't think if we're gonna start saying like take the money equation out of it, then let's just admit that we're socialists, communists, or whatever right now.
See, the funny thing is, on the flip side, the reason I don't use well, I don't make hardly anything. Anyways, I make like $3 in the last 6 months off of YouTube. But the reason I don't push Gunstreamer is because there's no monetary incentive. So I'll play both sides of that.
And you and I both know you would love it if you were able to make something and augment. Yeah, of course. You'd love to be able to pay your bills and stop because you do have a job, man, that you got to work every day, and it
never gonna happen.
Do you guys want to hear the conversation I heard today at the barbershop?
Okay. Sure.
I was in the barbershop and I'm waiting to get my hair cut, and there's a gentleman sitting there getting his hair cut, and I hear him talking about making T-shirts for YouTubers and this and the other, and going to L.A. and going to New York and going here and going there. Well, come to find out, after he left, and I don't remember these guys' names. They're on YouTube. They're big time on YouTube. It's like two brothers, and they just do silly stuff and punk people and. I guess they did a thing where they hid in a Target store after it closed. Okay. But they got millions of followers, I guess, on a review. The father doesn't work a job because I guess he helps run the show.
Is this the Paul brothers?
It might be.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you were hanging out with Logan or Jake Paul today in the barbershop?
They're from Safety Harbor. It sounds
they're
like.
from? No. They live in.
I think those guys are. Yeah, I think they're in Florida somewhere.
No.
His father.
No? Oh no, they're in California. They're in California. Yeah.
His father lives in Safety Harbor.
Okay.
He's the one that actually owns the company, right?
I didn't talk to him directly. I was just sitting there minding my own business, listening, because I didn't know if this guy made T-shirts but come to find out, it's his sons that do this.
They're turds.
And just make loads and loads of money just doing silly
shit. It could be anyone.
So one other thing about that though, the Pauls are not YouTube stars per se. They come from a Disney background, so they already had kind of a leg up.
Well, I don't know if maybe it's not those guys. All I heard him say is they're going to have figurines of these dudes in Target and stuff coming up here.
Surprise me, yeah.
Toys. You know, it's like, what the hell? And I guess they just do silly stuff. I mean, I guess there's an area in Safety Harbor where it's part of this owned by the city, but it's the woods. And I guess they camped in there. They went camping in there, and then the sheriff came and they took pictures with the sheriff. And the sheriff put them in handcuffs for pictures and all this kind of stuff. It just, I never heard of them. I don't watch that stuff.
I mean, it could be anyone, because here's the thing about this. There's lots of people on YouTube that are able to make very good living and entertain people, right? There's lots of people like that. Then when it comes to the Second Amendment and the gun world, obviously YouTube institutionally doesn't want that to happen. And then the funny thing is there's lots of people out there that want to constantly get content and want people to get out there every day and fight for them and do this thing and do that thing. But they're like, you know what? You figure out how you're able to do that, because I don't really give a shit how you do it, you know? Yeah. And it makes it, I think that ultimately, if there isn't, like, everyone has to figure out how to pay their bills.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame the guys for doing it. I mean, if somebody's going to pay you for just doing silly stuff, hey, more power to it. You know, I mean, But I mean, I don't know how long. Like the conversation was, you know, I don't know how long before somebody copycats and gets hurt doing something, and things like that. But I don't know if I'd want to hide in a Target store after hours. You might get shot by a security person. But
I'm pretty sure that, look, a lot of it, just like in the gun world, a lot of it is WWE. It's all wrestling. A lot of fake stuff is going on. I believe they made some kind of agreement with Target before they hit out in that store.
Did you say in the gun world it's like the WWF?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not saying everyone. I think there is some fake bullshit going on. I think we know that.
Really? You think so? Huh?
I'm pretty sure.
People's guns getting blown up and stuff like that?
I think there's lots of fake stuff going on.
Yeah.
I think there's lots of bullshit going on. You know, it's unfortunate that people have to do that, because it doesn't seem like there's enough maturity to deal with reality of what's happening here. So.
And as far as an advertiser goes, most of people watching these goofy things are not. They're kids.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the target audience is teenagers and stuff. And they're not going out and buying a Honda. Sorry, they're not. I don't. Unless I missed something.
Yeah, but the advertisers still want to advertise to them, because guess what a kid is?
He's a future purchaser.
It's a future
Yes.
purchaser. Yeah.
Well, so is he a future gun owner then too? If you want to play
yes.
that game,
Sure, for sure.
So why isn't that valuable?
I think it is valuable.
Yeah.
I think it is valuable. And I think there's a path that kids, like I look at the behavior of what happens. A lot of those kids are into airsoft and BB guns and stuff like that. And then they move on to 22s because when I go to SHOT Show, NRA, etc., I see all those kids. They're insane about 22s because that's what they're going to get when they can.
We all know that.
Yeah. So, I mean, and there is a path there. Okay, so let's get back to this because we got Austin here. What do you think about this, Austin, from your point of view as you're the CEO of this company, right? I don't know. Yes. So you're the CEO. What do you think about this? In your plans, are you concerned about the content creators that you'd like to bring over to the platform and have partnerships with? Are you concerned with them being able to make a living?
Am I concerned with them having the ability to make a living, like
yes.
on Gunstreamer?
Yes. Yes.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm deeply concerned about it. This is not only the future of the content creators. This is the future of our platform, and we've put our blood, sweat, and tears into this. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all proportional.
Yeah.
Our platform doesn't work unless the content creators see a reason, a benefit for themselves, whether that be monetization or just the ability for free speech, whatever their reason is. We want to provide that because they're the glue that makes this whole thing stick together, right?
Yeah. And then I know you don't want to give out numbers on this, but if you're the CEO, where's the money coming from to keep Gunstreamer going right now?
Advertising.
Yeah.
Okay, but so the money to start Gunstreamer and all of it is coming from advertising, or is it coming out of your pocket? How is this happening?
Let's see. We had our first profitable month in July of $30.
$30. Okay, so the point I'm trying to
that's after all the bills are paid, employees are paid, right? Like that's everything.
$30.
That's everything.
That's a great thing. I would never shit on that.
That's enough for a Secret Santa.
Hey, no, that is super exciting that everybody at that company gets to make a living.
But the point I'm trying to make is you're probably putting money into this thing, probably a lot of money, I'm going to assume, and you're ultimately doing it so that one day you could get your investment back and be able to take care of your family, right?
Yeah, I have poured a lot of money into this before we became profitable, and I'm not taking anything out of the company. If I have to, I'll put more in. But yeah, I mean we're not messing around when we say we're very passionate about making this happen.
Nice.
Well, so definitely there's an opportunity. I see it.
Yeah, I think there is. I think there are ways that we can expand to grow even outside of the firearms market and sort of use this as a backbone. But in order to do that, I really think that we have to succeed here first. I think we succeed in firearms and then we stretch elsewhere, right?
Okay. So along those lines, do you have any plans? Because I know there's some questions, and I am trying to get to people's questions and stuff. But do you have any plans of changing the name or having an alternative name or something like that? Because obviously Gunstreamer, there's people who, voice their opinion. We've been talking about this all week that, Gunstreamer is very limiting. Maybe if it was, some kind of universal streamer or something
universal
like that.
Streamer.
So I'll tell you how that works. We launched almost 2 years ago. We launched in March of 2018. And of course, we had owned the domain before that. But before we even launched the platform, I had already bought alternative domains for such a scenario. So we don't have necessarily plans. We don't have anything even remotely close to it on the horizon. Like I said, like I just mentioned, I really think that we need to succeed here and make something that works before we try to get ambitious and move on to other.
Okay, so what you're trying to do is plant the flag here with the gun guys, and then focus on that, and then but you are ready to build out and make the platform more universal.
Yeah, I don't think it makes any sense at all to try to expand if we haven't figured out how to make this a clean turning machine.
Okay,
right, because it won't be clean turning in a different name either.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true. Absolutely.
And by the way, the plan, I guess, if you want to call it, it wouldn't be to change the name of Gunstreamer. It would be to sort of blend content together on two different sites.
Right. Yeah.
So you'd see like an icon that you could recognize anywhere on either website that can tell you that this is a Gunstreamer video, and then everything else or different websites, we don't know. I mean, it's it's all up in the air, but
it's the internet, man. It's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just have to get the people to come into the bucket first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I got this note from Lola here. I'm gonna try to go along with this systematically. One, she wants to know, what are the challenges that you guys are facing? What are the challenges?
Well, the biggest challenge right now is the growth without, the growth without reciprocation. So to grow to where we are today from where we have been is massively more complicated to deal with just in general, because we're not just talking about, we went from like 200 content creators to 1,000 from January this year, right? We went from roughly 4 or 5 terabytes of data to like 50 terabytes of data. I mean, that just the infrastructure to handle all of that is a struggle in and of itself, and make sure everything's like humming, so to speak. But on top of that, we have so many more support requests coming in. We have so many more requests of other types coming in. We have just based on the load, we're seeing bugs that we haven't encountered before. So all of those things are just part of the part of the reality that we have to accept as we scale. But what's the hard thing to not expect is more content creators helping us out. And I know I sound like a broken record on this whole thing. And like I said before, I'm not asking anyone to do anything. I'm not saying you guys need to help us out or else anything. We're just saying that's
so
reality.
let's say a content creator is listening to this, and for whatever reason they're like, hey, you know what, I think I'm really gonna probably need these guys. I might want to start right now by helping them out, so the day that when I need them, they're still there. And that content creator could say to you, Austin, in plain English, tell me what I need to do, bro. What do I need to do to help you out?
Gunstreamer links on your social media. Send them in your emails. Talk about it. Do something. A lot of people just don't do anything. A lot of these content creators do zip, right? That doesn't help us. For us to take on 50 terabytes of data and zip is not really helping us. So just like Babyface was saying, and just like you just said, the reality is a lot of people have the paradigm that they make content, they should get paid for their content. This is 2019. This isn't the 2008 or whenever people started on YouTube and they just didn't get monetized at all, or if not, for many years after generating content, right?
Absolutely.
The paradigm is for the mass majority of these people, I make content, I should get paid. Well, we're providing this system to fulfill a void that YouTube has created, right? And we're a small company. This although YouTube seems like something that everyone should expect all the features of YouTube, we're not YouTube, right? We don't have 40,000 employees and billions of dollars coming in and out to support that, right? So there's just some things that, from an expectation level, we want to make sure that the content creator that's listening knows we're a small company, we're growing, we're trying to cover all of your needs. But the paradigm, I don't think, if a content creator really wants to support Gunstreamer, shouldn't be, I make content, I should make money. It should be, this platform is out here working day and night to help us grow, and that's really what we're doing. So if you help us now, the payout comes for all of us later.
Okay. Ant Diesel Vision says, I love Hank, but dude answered that question 3 times already. The reason why I'm asking it is because when I talk to Austin, this is very important, so I'm trying to make sure that we're clearly getting from him where everyone understands. Like, I understand. Okay, I understand. I think I can spit that back out what he's saying, but it's not. Yeah. Me alone isn't going to do it. And I don't know whether or not you think I'm doing anything, Austin, but me alone definitely is not going to do it.
No, I appreciate everything you've done. We've had, and it's been fun too. It was really nice meeting up with you various times at SHOT, and you helped us make some introductions. That was awesome. Over, ever since I think Gunstreamer was introduced to you, I think you've helped us out a ton. So we really appreciate that. But I must call something out, Hank. I noticed today that in all your videos you have a block of text in your footer that says Hank Strange social media, and there's no Gunstreamer link there.
Where is this on YouTube? Are you talking about on YouTube or
on YouTube?
On YouTube?
No, I just give you shit, Hank.
Yeah. I think there's some restrictions on what we could do on YouTube, and that might be why you're not there. If anyone's looking at this video right now, if you go into the content of this video, you're gonna find 2 Gunstreamer links in here. And by the way, every video I shouldn't say every video, because some videos I don't put up anything in there, but every video, most of the videos I put up on YouTube at the end have a big old Gunstreamer logo.
Yeah, I noticed that. I'm just
at the end of it, so I'm just saying,
I
but listen, I'm not trying to like toot my own horn or anything like that. Everybody already knows I'm awesome. I already know I'm awesome. I'm trying to get other people to get on board with the awesomeness here and do something, because look, I think that this is an engine, and it really just goes in both directions. And so right now, what I feel as a content creator that we're looking at is what you just said, that people feel like, oh, if I'm going to put this content over there, I need to get something out of it. I don't feel that way. I feel like you are an investment for me. So I'm trying to help you, even though I probably will never have I don't have any interest or percentage or anything financial in your company. I don't have any ownership of anything, and I probably never will. You know, the reason why I think it's important, because I need to be able to be me, create my content, and have a place that I could go to, that I don't have to jump through all these hoops and pretend to be someone that I'm not in order to exist in that place. So that's the way I see it. I don't know if everyone else sees it like that.
Well, that's perfect. And like I said, you've helped us in various other ways than just bringing people to the website. But that's really the paradigm, I think, that would help Gunstreamer grow quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Like I stated before, and I'll say it again, we're sustainable. We can keep sustaining. We can keep being sort of the backbone for you guys to host videos as a backup.
Mm-hmm.
If more people grasp the paradigm that you just mentioned, then we're going to grow quicker, and that's going to be great for everyone. People who are making $3 on YouTube or $20 on YouTube, I don't think, if it were me personally, I don't think it would be that difficult to sort of make the decision and say, I'm either going to support Gunstreamer today so that I can have a future, or I'm going to stick to YouTube and my $20 a month and eventually die. And then not literally die, just so I don't get
fade away.
Fade away.
It's metaphorical. It's metaphorical.
Remember these words. It's better to burn out than fade away.
Yeah.
Those are lyrics.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, it's great that we just 2 or 3 weeks ago we crossed 100,000 videos on Gunstreamer.
Okay. Congratulations.
Most, probably 98% of that is firearms related content, right? So we have 100,000 videos, firearms related content on Gunstreamer, backed up to YouTube, and that's a ton of growth from where we were in January. But at the same time, it just costs a lot of money. I didn't mean to turn this into a whole, Gunstreamer. I'm trying not to make any excuses. I'm just trying to lay out the reality of what we're doing.
Facts. It's facts.
Yeah, listen, I understand exactly where you're coming from, Austin. I think, I've spent some time getting to know you. I think that you're a very humble person. You also don't want to force people into anything. But I think that folks out there do need to get it and realize that you're personally invested in their future. So yes, they should do something to help you. 100%. I agree with you on that. You could go out there and do a lot of other things and invest in with your money and your time and your energy, you and the other folks that work at the company. But you're doing this, and like you said, you're the backup for a lot of people. And if you had to go somewhere else and pay just to have your videos already up on the internet, backed up somewhere in case YouTube deletes you, it would cost you something. Everything costs something. The other day, my hankstrange.com was down because I didn't realize they were telling me the place that hosts it were sending me emails telling me I had to pay. I didn't pay. That cost me like $100 and something right there, just to pay for the hosting of my thing. So all of this costs something, right? And if you're doing it for, what did you say, 1,000? creators, or did you say you have 1,000?
Yeah, 1,000 content creators right now.
Yeah. So, you know, you could very easily put a monthly value on what that is right there. Let's say it just costs $10 a month. That's 10 grand a month someone else is spending on our behalf. Yeah, of course we should do something. Because if we don't do something, later on when all of this burns down, it's going to equal nothing. You know, and 100% of nothing is nothing. See, I'm good at that, man.
You know?
Huh?
That's what we're here to try to do. Like you said,
Yeah.
we had a lot of other things that we could have done, but we had enough. You know, we had enough of it. Luckily, we were able to get, you know, we had the project running and we were able to get it out the door a weekend after YouTube had more policies coming in March of 2018. So it was a good time for us to get it out the door. But we really are here because we want to say enough is enough, you know, and with the support of all these content creators, I really think we can make that happen. So.
Okay. Okay, so what about the audience out there? Because there's always a lot of gun guys out there, you know, that have a lot of badassery to say. And, like, you know, I found that gun guys, like any other dudes, are always good at beating their chests. What can those dudes do? Let's say they're not content creators. What can they do? Do they have anything that they could do?
Yeah, they can do the same. Well, they can do similar things. I mean, we have followers that aren't content creators that are constantly sharing our stuff on Facebook, constantly mentioning us and sharing links that they found on Gunstreamer, right? They found something interesting from some content creator and they put it on Facebook and they mention our name, you know. The general awareness is the factor here, you know, the general exposure to the name Gunstreamer, the website Gunstreamer. You know, I'd be nice if we had, you know, a $20 million store to just sit and blast the internet with advertisements, which is really hard, by the way.
Yeah. But, also, I think does YouTube accept advertising money from you? Will YouTube let you advertise?
Blackballed.
Huh?
We got completely blackballed. Like with Facebook, for instance, we put up a yellow page that had just random text on it. It wasn't even English. It was in Latin. It had no links. It had nothing on it, and Facebook wouldn't let us advertise it. So
they don't want competition.
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
So it's actually
they don't want a platform for other people to have
for people that have different opinions.
Ideas don't agree with their ideas.
Yeah, that's more like it. You're right.
There's multiple reasons why these platforms don't like you.
Because at this time, to be quite honest, Gunstreamer is not a threat to their income at this time. I mean, be realistic. But they don't want that place where other people can express their ideas and maybe express ideas that don't agree with their ideas. So,
yeah. Well, needless to say, it's actually hard for us to advertise, and it gives us a really good perspective on what some of these companies are dealing with when they're.
Try to put the most simplest advertising about firearm or mention company safety or firearms. As soon as you mention firearm, boom, you're off. See it, bye.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you can do this to make your things better or do that. You can't do nothing. Sorry.
Yeah, listen, so Ant Diesel Vision here has something, and I'm not trying to, like, pick on him or anything like that. I think he's saying what a lot of people say, and we should get into this just briefly and then move on to other things. Ant Diesel Vision says, if my videos were informative and not just talking and shooting, I'd get on Gunstreamer. I'm just trying to reach a new generation of gun owners, and I feel like Gunstreamer is preaching to ourselves.
Yes, we've heard that a lot. We've heard that from some content creators as well.
So here's the thing. If you feel that way and then you say, well, I'm not putting anything there, I'm just going to stay on YouTube, then YouTube's the only game. And YouTube is at the same time saying, oh, no, we don't really want you guys here. So I think ultimately we you know, I get it that you want them to change the name of this thing from Gunstreamer to something else. But look, we need to do what we need to do here and build out from that. If you're saying you're just not gonna support this until they change the name, then hey, then we're already doomed.
I really think that goes with the same thing as the money thing. Is that, you know, this is an investment for our future collectively. This isn't an investment for Gunstreamer's future or for content creator A or B. Us as a whole, as a community, this is not going to be perfect today. You know. It really isn't. And if we get to that point where we really can succeed with this and make some big moves, we're going to be able to introduce things that are going to make people have more appeal, you know, the investment for the future, I guess. If
Yeah.
that's the takeaway
Let's
for
do a
tonight.
thought experiment. If we go back in time, okay, let's go back in time like 10, 13, 14 years or something like that, and hip-hop music and the internet is young and everyone's starting to do stuff, YouTube's young, and they go, you know what, we don't want these hippity hoppers on here. We're gonna like do everything to get rid of these guys. And let's say the rappers, the hip hoppers went off somewhere and started their own thing, hip hop stream, okay? And people were thinking the same exact way like this, and they pushed them off. There would be nothing today. There would be nothing if you don't support it. But if they did it and people supported it, you'd find more people over on the hip hop stream. And
Right.
they might by at that time change the name. And the reason why I say that, the number one thing on YouTube is hip hop. But that was something that people did were like, oh, we don't want to listen to this. This is negative. It's terrible. Now everything's flipped. Now you could put whatever you want to in a rap. When I was in the barbershop today, Walter, there was a guy was showing how there's this rapper, a young rapper that I guarantee you never heard of, that makes what did he say? This guy makes like $75,000 a month on YouTube, and from his videos. And the videos have all kinds of things that we cannot do in it, right? And that's what's popular. So here's what I think. I think that Gunstreamer or whoever else it is, if we're getting pushed off, there's going to be people that want to find us. We need to exist. And then we need to say to those people, we're over here. And people are going to look for this information. YouTube and all these other platforms going, no, we're just going to burn these books and everyone's going to forget about it and no one's going to look for it. I don't really believe that. They'll look for it, they'll find it somewhere else, and maybe 10, 12, 15 years from now, there'll be more people over there and it would have grown into something else. But if you just stay with YouTube that's deciding what's good and what's not good, then you're doomed. That's the end of it. You're just doomed. You're just accepting that.
I find it, for some reason, I find it similar to the arguments that I've had with, peers of my own that didn't vote, that didn't want to vote, right? And
I was going to say the voting thing.
A comparison, because they're like, how is my one vote going to do something? Well, your vote is going to do something and I vote because I'm passionate or engaged in politics, but the fact that you just lay down and say my vote's not going to do anything is a terrible way of looking at it. But on top of that, when you've done it, when all's said and done, and you've identified yourself as an American voter, you can look back and say, this is what I did because this is what I believe in. You can be proud of it.
Yeah.
And you can stand by it. And that's really,
Yeah.
I don't know why this seems rather similar to me, but
it is.
It's, the mindset is not where can I find what's wrong with Gunstreamer, or what can I find that's missing from Gunstreamer.
Mm-hmm.
If we get the support that we need, we're going to make this work, and we're going to have those features.
Yeah.
We're going to be able to get live streaming if we get enough support. And so the naysayer that says they don't have this or this isn't good enough for me, I think is really not a good way to approach a small growing company that's trying to make an effort here for our community.
Yeah.
There's no way you guys could come out of the gate swinging at the multi-billion-dollar company that is YouTube. It's just not possible. Like the amount of money that is thrown at that company just to keep it afloat.
That Google put into
anything.
it. Yeah.
No, they're not. YouTube doesn't make money.
No, Google's lost billions. Well, come on, it's got to be is it tens or hundreds of billions? Well, it's got to be tens of billions of dollars.
Just to keep the server farms and whatnot afloat and keep the people there working. There's no way you guys could compete.
Yeah.
It's just all the money in the world would have to be enlisted to help compete with that.
You know what's the thing here? I think that has to do with both the voting analogy and this. People don't like to lose. This is why people don't want to vote.
They don't like to admit they're wrong.
And you don't want skin in the game? Is that what you're saying?
No. Or they're afraid. Like, so for example, let's say I vote for Trump. And then I'm afraid of telling people that I'm going to vote for Trump because he might lose. And everyone's like, look at you. You're an idiot. You voted for him. Or let's say he wins and then people ridicule you because people are afraid of that whole thing. So they don't, I feel like a lot of people don't want to be in that position. They would rather not vote than to vote for someone and this person loses and now they feel like they're a loser. No, I think ultimately we need to try. It's not, we all want to win. We all want to be on the winning side. But life is about fighting. It's not about winning. You're not going to win all the time. Everyone's not going to get the trophy. But you need to fight. that's what makes you a man. That's what makes you a woman. That's what makes you an outstanding human being, that you got up and you fought. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I agree. No, I'm agreed.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
nothing clever to say.
It is the Ireland brothers.
The Eyelid brothers?
Ireland brothers. Confirmation on the Ireland brothers.
Ireland brothers.
The father of the one I heard talking at the barbershop.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's
Ireland boys.
Ireland boys. Okay.
God,
yeah.
These kids.
I guarantee you, it's someone we never heard of. But this is the thing. Like, if we want to build
3.56 million subscribers.
Yeah. So that's just a fraction of the Paul brothers.
They go for kids content, and that's most of the people watching YouTube are kids.
Yeah.
It's teeny bopper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So okay. I know that we're at 8:00. Are you good, or do you need to go? Do we need to?
Yeah, I do need to go. I got a dinner tonight, so.
Oh, okay.
Shit, you guys have me on.
Yeah.
Even though it feels like we just shit on you for an hour.
No. Well, do you feel that way? Do you feel like we beat you up for an hour?
No. I feel like it was productive.
Good.
Okay. You know that we love you, right? We love you.
Yeah, I really don't care how dark and grim the feedback is. All of the feedback is what we need to hear if we're going to make this for you guys. So. Okay,
so before you go, because so many people have so many questions and concerns and all of that kind of stuff. Because I know you're busy and I know it's not a lot of you. What can folks do if they want to come more directly to you guys with these questions?
Come to our contact us form with a little bag of patience.
Okay.
Right.
Austin. So we've been quite good at closing out the support box and keeping it cleaned up and keeping people without delay. We recently have had a little bit of a delay on that, but please bear with us. We'll get to you. We're not going to just ignore you forever.
Yeah.
But it takes a lot of time away from things by answering sometimes questions that if all you gotta do is just look, and you'll find the question. The answer.
I work as a for a Google company as a customer service rep, so I totally understand the pain of
working for the enemy.
We are business to business, so I don't even get end users, which thank God I don't get end users. But yeah, end user support is not fun. Whoever's doing that over there deserves a medal.
Yeah, and they've recently had a lot of changes in their family, and that's kind of put a little bit of a strain on the time
God
put into it. I jump in there when I can.
It's hard. It's a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we appreciate that.
Yeah. Here's the thing I would ask people to do. Just if you're listening to me, just get on the platform. Go over there, use the platform, try to encourage people to use it. If there's companies you deal with, try to encourage them. Let's just get on there and make this thing happen and try to do better. I'm going to try to do better myself. I'm trying to figure out a way I could put my videos uniquely on Gunstreamer. I'm just trying to figure out how to avoid the extra work of uploading here or there. But it is what it is. Ultimately, if we just have to do extra work, we'll do extra work. But if we don't do it, I feel like the time is running out for us really quick, and we need to get behind this one way or the other. So that's what I would just ask everyone. Try to get out there and do something about this and spread the word and share it. And I'm saying that I need to do that more as well.
I don't promote my Gunstreamer, even though all my content's on there.
Yeah. So okay, Austin, I'm sorry. I know you got to go. If you got any last words, go ahead.
Yeah, well, we appreciate that, Hank. Once again, thanks for having me on. I'd like to do this more often with content creators to just try to get in front of a lot of questions people have. As we were just talking about, our support box just grows. Maybe doing things like this can help just sort of get in front of it for everyone and just answer questions once and for all. Obviously, that's not going to take care of everything, but thank you for having me on. If you guys want to check us out, it's gunstreamer.com, Gunstreamer on Facebook, Instagram. Twitter. That channel doesn't get very much attention, but that's where we are. So you can ask us questions on Facebook as well.
And you will be at SHOT Show.
Real quick before you go.
Yeah.
Is there a way to get your own URL? Can I get gunstreamer.com/babyfaceP? Is that possible yet, or is that not a thing yet?
Well, you have gunstreamer.com/@babyfaceP.
Yeah.
/@babyfaceP?
Yeah, that's what mine is. Mine's @HankStrange.
BabyfaceP. Oh, perfect. All right, that's all I wanted to know. We're good.
Yeah. I'm glad we helped you out. Patrick.
Yeah, I'll start linking that.
Yeah.
That's
Also,
one of those phone
yeah.
calls.
Also, Austin,
Yeah.
if I lend you my welder, how long are you gonna have it
You
before
got
you?
6 months is the answer.
6 months.
Before it's forfeit.
I gotta torture Patrick as much as I can
You gotta
this
go
year.
pick it up or something. Is that?
No, I sold it out from under him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And I bought another welder. I bought a better welder.
That's how you know we're
Not like I
friends.
just-
He
it's
gave
not like I
he
just
gave the
sold
money
it.
to Walter.
I gave the money to Walter. Yeah, I bought
Yeah,
a welder.
so-
Oh, I love
Yeah.
it.
That's what I
great.
go through.
The circle of life.
Yeah,
Really, it's
so-
Walter's fault.
yeah. I'll get it back in ammo. Listen,
I didn't make a penny on that welder, by the way. either.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, whatever.
I didn't
Austin,
make a penny.
I know you got to go. You got to go somewhere, but Merry
appreciate
Christmas, man. Happy New Year. Hope to see you soon.
Yeah. Merry Christmas to everyone. Merry Christmas from Gunstreamer. Y'all take care, and hopefully we'll chat soon. Oh, yes. If anyone is going to SHOT Show, we're going to have very, very limited time. We are, 3 of us are going to be down there on Monday and Tuesday.
Okay.
So, if there's something vitally important that you need us for, or if you feel like you can help us out with something, let us know. Like I said, very limited time though. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Okay.
Thank
All right, Austin. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Keep up the good work, man. Thanks to you and all the folks at Gunstreamer.
All right.
All right. Yes.
Now that he's off, let's talk some more shit. Just kidding.
He's
Come
gonna.
back. Come on.
Yeah,
No,
I don't think we were coming down on him. I'm just trying to get some.
No.
He sounds so dejected that it makes me hurt a little bit. He sounds like exhausted. Like
He
Well,
probably
you
is.
do.
He probably really is exhausted,
No,
and it's
you'd be
tough.
too if you had to do that.
Yeah.
yeah, you're right.
Just imagine. So if anyone wants to imagine
you're
this.
taking on Goliath. Not just
Yeah.
Goliath, but multiple.
Yeah,
Goliaths.
so let's say you're married or whatever it is. You're a young married guy, and you decide, I'm assuming Austin's married, I think he is, and you decide to take whatever money you have in the world and pump it into this platform to support the Second Amendment and the First Amendment for years.
I can tell you right now it ain't happening. I am
Yeah.
not that much. I like taking some risks, but I'm not taking that much of a
Well,
risk. I just couldn't. That's scary.
Once again, there's a ginormous opportunity.
Yeah. By the way, YNH wants to know if I can weld. I had a welder. I took a welding class.
The answer
I
is
welded.
no.
I welded some stuff. Don't act like I welded some stuff.
Just be okay.
There's little pieces of metal. I have them in that shed. Those pieces of metal I welded together
They really mean a lot to you then.
at
huh?
Santa Fe Community. So, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I need to do it.
Yeah, Gazelle Shelley, I don't know if I'm saying it properly. She says, with all the infighting amongst the gun tubers, there are those who will die on YouTube rather than build another platform. That's fine.
Well, one of the
wrong
problems
with
is,
that.
would you, if you were making $1 million a year on YouTube, would you jump ship? No.
So I think it depends on who you are. The problem for me is I live in the future. So I work in the present, and I do as much as I could do, and I think about the future.
You're also doing gun stuff. Some of these people are not making a dime off of gun stuff. You don't expect them to leave YouTube.
Oh, no. So the guys who are doing cars and funny stuff and all that, I think they're fine. But look, we could say that, but look at all these people that were doing content for kids. They're getting smacked upside the heads right now.
Well, what is the Ireland brothers or boys or whatever? What they're doing?
I guarantee you but they're not. I guarantee you they put on their thing not for kids. There were people specifically making content for kids, and that's going the way of the dodo bird. And there will be other. Listen, it's not just going to be the gun guys. There's going to be other people that get hit with these things as we move forward. So, look, if Philip DeFranco is worried about what's going to happen, it's he's right in the middle. So.
And as the Gunstreamer guy, as he's talking about, he doesn't want 30 million people's sites and stuff when there's without any traffic, because traffic means money from advertisers. So it's a balancing act. You got to keep it. If you're way up here, I got a jillion creators, but I ain't got nobody looking at anything.
Mm-hmm. I think that's what Austin was trying to say in a very nice way. And what I was trying to do, if anyone feels like I was tough on him, I'm sure Patrick does.
Oh.
He's going to tell me later I was a bastard.
You were tough on him. I think the whole thing is tough.
Yeah, especially
it's just he's in a tough position because everybody wants money to make content instead of nobody makes things for fun anymore. Nobody makes things just for the shit of it. Like
some of these people making the money from the content, their content fucking sucks.
Okay, I could tell you something right now. I could tell.
What?
I could tell you guys something right now. I'm doing what I'm doing for nothing. You guys know what my financials are. Yeah. So
you're basically on the low side of breaking even, if maybe not breaking even.
Yeah. And consider this. I'm 47. I'm going to be 48 years old in 2020. Okay. Yeah. So, I have 2 kids in college. My wife does not want to keep working the way that she is forever. So, no, I'm not doing it for any kind of immediate money right now. I am just trying to keep my head above water. But ultimately, if how much more time in life am I going to I would like to be able, I don't have like Social Security or any of that stuff to look forward to. I don't have a retirement or anything like that. So we do have to figure those things out. And I think everyone has to figure that out ultimately. But at this point, I think it's something that I believe in, and I'm doing it because I'm passionate and I believe in it. Otherwise, I would switch over tomorrow to just do car stuff.
Let me give you a little, I just hit in my head. Why do you think those brothers or boys, whatever you want to call them, why do you think they're going and doing selling toys and T-shirts?
Yeah, because there's no money.
Because then they're going to realize eventually, they're going to, even though they've got jillions of, YouTube's going to throttle that shit back. They don't want to pay them a lot of money.
They've been doing it. Everyone's been suffering from what's been going on. So
I mean, come on.
Yeah. And I could tell you guys, I've never, like, this particular channel barely gets to like $100 every month.
I think since I turned on monetization, I think I've made $5 maybe, $3.50. It's pretty awesome. And I don't. You have to hit a certain threshold before you can take it out, right? Like maybe
I think you have to get $100 before they send you anything.
Maybe 3 years from now, 4 years from now, I'll be able to pull that money out. But yeah, it's just sitting.
I think we all do this because these are things that we enjoy doing.
Speaking of,
we believe in it. We have fun doing it.
Fucking late to this. Mm-hmm. What are we giving away tonight, Hank?
Oh,
I don't know. I thought you were giving away something.
What are we giving away?
What are we? You know what? Babyface? Here, I'll tell you what, Babyface. Am I the only
one giving something away?
No, I know what. Lola just gave me a note of what you're giving away. She said you're giving away a welder.
I will make a trade for $600. Fine. No. I won't give anything away then. And everybody out there can shit on Hank and say I was not allowed to give anything away. So go right in the chat right now.
You trying to flip? You trying to flip this on me now?
That's right.
What? Okay, Patrick. All right. What are you giving away?
While you 2 girls are fighting over there.
How about a 2A hat? How about that 2A hat?
Hey, you want a 2A hat? I'll give you a 2A hat.
What is Walter? What's up? Here we go, Walter.
This is a genuine Safety Harbor Firearms hoodie. Okay.
Is it 100% cotton?
This has been touched by Hank Strange, by the way.
Wait a second. Is this my hoodie?
Oh, let me clarify something here. For everybody just heard that my hoodie bullshit. Okay, I gave it to him. No problem. I'm not an Indian. Yes. I'm not an Indian giver. We'll use an unpolitically correct term.
Yes. I'm offended by
that. Yeah, but you're Indian from the other side of the world. I gave it to him. We were out at his place shooting that day when we had the fire going and it was kind of cold. He says, "Here. You can wear it." And I'm like, okay, well, I'll give it back to you. No, I don't wear things that other people have wore. So I'm like, okay, well, great. All right. Well, I never put it on. I never put it on that day, so it's unworn by anybody.
Does it still smell like barbecue?
No, it doesn't smell like fire.
Okay, was it so it was washed?
No, it wasn't
washed. Okay.
It was in the car, and it just didn't get that smell on it.
Okay.
No, I don't think it was washed. I don't know, maybe. But anyways, so I had not worn it either. So
this is a doomed sweatshirt.
This is a pullover type hoodie. Got a nice hood on it, if you want to go rob a bank or something.
Okay.
Just whatever. You want to be badass with your hoodie on.
Right.
Anyways, it's got the Safety Harbor logo on it. It's an XL. Actually, it's an XL. It's a
it needs to be. It's probably a 2XL.
Nope, straight up XL. So
it is. Oh, okay.
You took the straight up XL because I don't think we had any 2X.
Okay,
so,
I hope you're sending me a
giving
replacement double XL.
At some point in the future.
Okay.
Would give this away to some lucky soul tonight.
All right, cool. What do they need to do? Chris Williams says he would wear that hoodie. I think you should give it to Chris Williams.
Boom, it's Chris Williams.
There you go. See, look at that.
How easy was that?
See, babyface, see, that's how that's done.
You ready?
Chris Williams, send me your info, your mailing info on Facebook Messenger. Facebook.
Yeah, what is Patrick
I
doing?
spent time on the lathe today and made some brass punches to give away. So I got 2 brass punches, knurled. Look at that, knurled and everything.
Knurled.
Wow.
Knurled your burl.
See, there you go, knurled.
Do they have the BFP logo somewhere in it?
Listen, I'll send them to Walter first. He can laser engrave it for me, and then it'll get out. Figure some way to give these out. If somebody, so I use, for anybody curious, I use brass punches for anything that you don't want to mar. They're good for non-marring, so removing sights, putting sights back on, crap like that. If you need a brass punch, I got 2 to give away. Figure out who they should go to. Somebody that uses it.
So what size punches are these? Are these just some kind of standard punch?
Hank, bring your wang out. Let's measure.
I say that by looking at that. I say that's 5/16.
Probably is something like that, and I don't have my micrometer around me, so you get to figure it out when you get it.
Okay, so you're giving these to 2 different people then?
Yeah. So anybody that needs it could actually use it.
Okay, so who needs a punch out there from Babyface P? He will actually come to your home.
Yeah, it's not happening.
We
stop right there. That's not happening.
Bragmo says he'll take one.
Because I'm giving them away. I'm not going to pick. So you guys pick for me.
Oh, okay. So I see Bragmo is in there, and then I see John Parson. He says he needs one. How about that?
There you go. All right. So the way to get in touch with me, babyfaceP.com will take you to my Facebook. Those 2. Who was it? Bragmo and who else?
Parsons. Who is it?
John Parson.
Yeah.
John Parson.
The 2 of you send me a message on my Facebook. So just babyfaceP.com takes you to my Facebook. Send me a message with your address, and I will get these in the mail. Probably next week will be the soonest I can get them out.
Okay. And Florida Gun says, Babyface P, can I have your 2A hat? And I think in the interest of it's Christmas, and we don't want Florida Guns freezing to death without a hat or something like that in a manger. I think for Christmas you should.
I need to sweat in it a little more first. Hillbilly Nitrous says Lowe's sells that brass by the foot. Yes, that's actually where I got my stock. So, but hey. It spent like 30 minutes on the lathe. When you're talking the machinist, that's like what, $75 worth of time? Come on.
Oh, now you're inflated.
How much
yeah, seriously now. Right. I don't know when you got that qualification. Razor JB says, "Can you lick them first?"
I can. I don't.
Come on, let's see you do it on air.
Oh, dude.
You've done stuff like this when you were in college. You told me that before.
I'm not giving. John Parson says he's not on Facebook. Send an email to patrick@babyfaceP.com. That should get it to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be back.
Yeah, I'm not giving away my DNA. Nobody's cloning my ass. Get out of here.
Oh yeah, you never know. It could be the
some doctor
could be the popo
scientist wants my DNA.
Yeah, Vetterland wants to know what I'm giving away, and I think Lola did. Hold on a second. Let me see. Lola put some stuff here. Let me see what I got here. Okay, looks like Lola put a couple different things here. So this looks like a combat wallet. This is a combat wallet right there. Combat wallet for Combat Wallet, I guess is the name of the people. So there you go. One of those plus an Optics Planet hat. Shout out. This is a what is this, Patrick? Grip Tech type?
Looks like it.
Yeah, I think so.
I can't see it because I'm down to your shoulder.
Yeah, so
there you go.
Yeah. So okay, so this hat and this wallet I will give to someone, and I will let Patrick pick that person here. Who needs a wallet? Who needs a wallet and a hat? Even though Patrick's so terrible, he doesn't want to give away his 2A hat. I will give this hat away. To someone out there, and we'll let Patrick.
This just came into my possession. I can't give it away yet. It was just given to me.
I'm just torturing you. I could tell when you like it. I'll say, what about that Florida hat? Now that's not your favorite hat anymore, huh?
Florida hat. Oh, that one's. I don't know. I think that one's downstairs.
Yeah.
Listen, somebody gave me a gift. I gotta show it off. I gotta appreciate.
So Babyface, you got to pick that one out. And let's do another one. There's some more stuff here. Okay, hold on. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so here, I'll do another one. So, let's see. So, another Optics Planet hat. Boom. Right there, another Optics Planet hat for you. This one has like the American flag there on the side. And what is this? This is a Viking Tactics, a light mount from Viking Tactics. There you go.
So
cool.
I vote Kermit Loves Bacon gets a hat. Wait
a second. I think Kermit Loves Bacon won some stuff already.
Something?
I think so.
Mind.
I think so. I think so.
Mind.
So yeah. Let's go. I want to spread the love.
Something?
I know Chris Williams did win something. So
Johnny Reb won something.
So yeah. So
and Johnny Reb stuff shipped, by the way.
Oh, okay.
That was the koozie, I think.
American Freedom Outdoors. I'll let you choose. Patrick. I'll let Patrick choose one person. Actually, there's two things. So, Patrick, that's all on you to figure that one out. I'll let you figure it out.
Listen, since you decided to be the squeaky wheel, Giselle Shelley, you get something.
Oh, okay. There you go. Okay.
She was. I think that's a she. Was a squeaky wheel and said, "How about giving something away to somebody who isn't one of the buds?" So you get something. What would we give her though? I don't know if she wear a hat. Does she want a wallet?
There's two hat combos. One with a wallet. The other one comes with a light mount.
You let me know. You get first dibs, Giselle Shelley.
All right.
Giselle Shelley. Is that how am I pronouncing her right? I hope I am.
Yeah. Looks like Walter's got some stuff. Yeah, Walter, what's going on here?
All right. Any NASCAR fans in the chat?
I guarantee you there's at least one or two.
Any NASCAR fans in the chat? Just because I have a genuine 50th anniversary NASCAR playing card set, unopened.
Very
Bicycle
nice.
playing cards, unopened.
Yeah.
To some lucky
Who is
soul.
into NASCAR and also knows how to play cards? So, and 817 LDS gave us a couple of bucks here. From 817 LDS, thank you very much. We appreciate that. Appreciate it. And John Voorhees says, called you out on my live stream last night to make the video on spreading the word about helping to get the 2A Sanctuary movement started here in Ohio. So if you're in Ohio and you'd like to help John get the 2A Sanctuary movement going over there, go follow him. He's doing a lot of stuff on that. He's always here supporting the podcast, so please go check him out and help him out with that. Oh, okay. All right.
So the other one is a light. Who can the light go to? What will the light mount go on is the question.
The light mount? It's a Vikings Tactics. So it looks like it goes on
is it a gun mount?
Fits lights with a 0.8 or 1 inch diameter.
Oh, so like the 6P.
And it looks like it goes on. See, there it goes. Looks like it goes on the Picatinny rail. See that? It's a pick rail kind of.
All right, who needs a light mount? Anybody out there have a Surefire 6P that could use that? Because that's what I got.
Yeah. So from
Hillbilly Nitrous is #NASCAR is dead.
Oh.
Well, I'm just saying, if you want to set a card, you want to play the playing cards.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's dead or not. What else?
Yeah.
Clint Sanders.
Yeah, has Clint won anything? Because if he hasn't,
doesn't sound familiar. I vote.
Yeah, I don't think he's won anything. So, boom, there you go, Clint Sanders.
So Giselle Shelley, no bros got it tonight. Are you happy? Buds. I'm sorry, not buds. Bros.
Everyone out there is our friend. Everyone out there is our
They're
friend.
all buds.
But we're trying to spread the love. Trying to spread the love to everyone equally.
NASCAR. Yeehaw.
So what's going on here? Nobody wants the NASCAR cards?
I guess not.
Is that what the? Really?
Florida Guns, yes. 1998 was the 50th. No, these are vintage.
Oh wait, these are collectible.
Yes, come on. You know?
Oh boy.
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Listen,
Whatever.
somebody, whoever wants it, let us know. This is your chance right here.
I'm serious, man.
Chris Williams says, Hank, WMMF podcast from Palmetto State Armory live. Yeah, I'll figure out something. We'll go up to Palmetto State Armory and we'll do something from there. They gave me the approval on it. I just got to put everything together. We'll probably do that sometime next year.
Yeah.
And we'll do a meetup
we got our 2,
over there.
and then somebody's getting a pack of cards if they really want a pack of cards.
Yeah.
If they don't, well, then that's fine, too.
Yeah.
I'll just let them sit for another 23 years.
Yeah,
man.
that's right.
Yeah. Do you remember? So last year, Walter, do you remember we gave away the? Remember what was that from Shaun of the Dead? You remember those?
Yeah, those. Yeah.
Yeah. Who got the Shaun of the Dead stuff out there?
There's still some sitting around, aren't they?
No, they're
Yeah.
all gone.
Oh, they all.
I believe I have some Shaun of the Dead stuff here.
Oh, you do?
I thought,
Yeah.
I didn't think it all actually
Hold on, let me
made it
see.
out.
Hold on, let me see. Hold on.
I could have.
What about these Shaun of the Dead? I think there's some Shaun of the Dead stuff here.
Oh, you got
I'm
some.
telling you.
Hold on.
They
let's
never.
see
Somebody
here.
didn't end up collecting or something.
Boom.
It's just sat.
Oh, look at that. There's 2 Shaun of the Deads here.
Huh.
Uh-oh. What happened?
What's the name of his friend? Is
you're
his
back.
friend? Is his friend Ed?
From Shaun of the Dead, probably, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I forgot. I got Wood. Remember the guy? He had the T-shirt. I got Wood. That's what's the name of that actor? I'm trying to remember the name of that actor now that was in the Shaun of the Dead movie. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know if anyone's a fan of that. Let me know. We'll see. But we'll see.
No.
We got those here. So.
Anything in the gun news today? Anything going on?
Let's see. I think there was some stuff.
I guess you guys have already talked peach mints, right? Those peach flavored mints.
Yeah.
Peach
Mints.
Peach mint.
Ugh, it's all dumb. Let's see about going to some gun websites.
Let's see what we got there going so far as gun news.
Time's up. New Zealand's gun buyback amnesty ends poorly.
Yeah, that I don't think that's working out
23,000
too well.
hand-ins.
Really?
Yeah, that's on the Truth About Guns, right? Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. So what are they going to do now?
I have no idea.
Well, at the SHOT Show, our neighbors at the SHOT Show, one of the guys, a brother of one of the neighbors at the SHOT Show, is a gun dealer from New Zealand. And I see him every year at SHOT Show. I will ask him.
Yeah.
I will get the lowdown on all that.
So it looks like they got. Go ahead.
We actually shipped him an upper right before that all happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see, Patrick. If you see anyone looking for a Shaun of the Dead thing,
Jade Grew wants a Shaun of the Dead.
Okay. All right, there you go, Jade Grew. So 23,000 hand-ins completed, 40,000 firearms collected, 1,421 modified, and 149,919 parts collected.
Foolish people.
So,
Yeah.
And then the apocalypse hits.
Well, in New Zealand, they have some really bad earthquakes.
Do they really?
And what? Oh, yeah.
Okay,
What
I was
happens
about. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
when there's natural disasters.
Yeah. I was gonna say to you, is New Zealand a nice place? You guys think?
Beautiful
like,
place.
Oh,
Beautiful.
I hear the
you like New
Kiwis have
Zealand?
it pretty nice. Yeah.
Oh,
Beautiful
okay.
place,
You
yeah.
guys want to can we roll up on them and take over?
I'd love
hear. On the
I'd
same
love to
note,
go.
I hear Afghanistan is a really beautiful place. Other than, like seriously, they got mountains, they got
Oh,
rivers.
yeah,
they got-
well,
it's super pretty. Other than
I
Yeah.
mean, there's all kinds of ancient ruins and stuff
yeah,
too, but
but
then you got
there.
this.
The only thing I would want from Afghanistan is the rare earth metals. That's
You
about
could
it.
start up your own heroin train.
And the poppy plants.
That's what I was gonna say. Get the poppy plants. They have
Yeah,
rare
well,
earth metals there.
Yeah,
They do.
Yeah.
They do. They have stuff that's only found on the moon and in Afghanistan.
What?
The
Yeah.
Chicoms want to get in there, but
Mm-hmm.
you know what? The Chicoms don't get along very well with those Muslim folks either. So may the force be with them. We'll just say that. So let the Chicoms have Afghanistan. Yeah.
Razor JB says Afghanistan is a shithole.
It is.
Well, I mean,
He would know.
Is that because
He
of
would
the
know.
populace, or is
He
that
would know.
because?
They're, look. Call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
It's their ancient mindset in those places. They're still living back in the Middle Ages, back in those places. So
Yes. Yeah.
and there's nothing that we're gonna do to change it. Nothing.
Are the ladies hot? Do they got hot ladies?
I'm sure every country.
Well, I don't. Nobody would really know. They're all covered up.
Yeah.
Every country has attractive women, but once again, they're living back in the Middle Ages. So, come on. No.
Yeah.
They can have them.
Yeah. So, okay, here's something else that was in The Truth About Guns. I'll throw this up here on the screen for you guys. After ATF ruling, FOSTEC recalls all Origin SBV shotguns, offers consumers replacement options.
What? So wait, FOSTEC's bringing theirs
There's a picture of yep. There's a picture of Eric modeling with his from IV.
Why are they?
So it says here, FOSTEC is an Indiana-based maker of AR platform rifles, shotguns, and triggers. They're also maker of the Origin SBV, not a shotgun firearm thing. Well, they were. FOSTEC designed the Origin SBV along the same lines as other not-a-shotgun firearms, such as the Mossberg Shockwave and the Remington TAC-14. Those guns are classified as firearms under the Gun Control Act, but are not regulated under the National Firearms Act.
Mm-hmm.
The Origin SBV, however, featured a folding stock that didn't sit well with the ATF. In October, the regulator ruled that the Origin SBV is a short-barrel shotgun and a destructive device, and sent this letter to FOSTEC. So apparently the ATF has been busy sending out letters. So there you go.
ATF loves screwing us. When's the last time the ATF's done a good
customers to remove the barrel from FOSTEC Origin SBVs and ship the firearm receiver to FOSTEC? Oh boy. FOSTEC will replace the FOSTEC Origin SBV with a new firearm. The FOSTEC will either transfer a registered any other weapon or short-barreled rifle through an ATF Form 3. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, that's going to be something. I wonder how many of those they sold.
Knows.
Yeah. Yeah. That sucks. ATF, man. Why do we need the ATF?
They hate us.
Why do we need them? I don't think we do. What is this you're sending me?
Oh,
no, you sent that earlier.
No, I just sent that, but that was supposed to go to Marley, and it went to you instead.
Oh, Jesus.
It wasn't anything weird. It was
how are
you? She's supposed to bring home dinner, and she's got
That's
off
what.
like an hour
Okay,
ago.
it was something weird, guys. It was something weird.
Big old dick pics.
Yeah. Last thing you want to see. Looks like a freaking naked mole rat.
Oh, hey, by the way, anybody that's looking, I got an email from my Chris that works for me that AIM Surplus has the
gone.
They're already gone?
Oh, no. I thought you were going to say the AK-74 mags, because those are all gone.
No.
Some AK-74 mags came up?
Plums. Tula plums.
What?
Did you get a piece, which
Did you get any? Did you get any?
That's actually. Oh. Yeah, but were they all beat the fuck?
Nope. They looked pretty good, too.
Okay.
I wanted to get some, but...
All right, can I continue?
Yep, sorry.
Yep, go ahead.
Zastava M70s, which is the 32 auto pistol. 149 at AIM. So I already have one.
Wait, what's the price?
149.
That's stupid. That's like they're almost giving that away.
Just no holster this time. First one's had a holster, but yeah.
I don't need a damn.
What is it again? The Zastava what?
M70?
M70, model 70.
I gotta shoot yours again. I don't remember if I liked it or not. They do have something I really want to get my hands on, but hopefully they're already sold out because I don't see them here.
What's that?
They had the Beretta 85 BBs, which is basically the 380 version of what we got.
Oh yeah.
They wanted it was $299 for the X grade.
Yeah, that's.
But it's 380. Okay, they're already sold out. I don't need to worry about it.
I got lucky on those X-grade guns, the ones that I got, the Model 80 ones. Those things were nice.
Yep.
Sometimes the luck doesn't carry on from one to the next. But
so what's the special things about the M70s, Walt?
Cheap as.
No, I mean that's a reduced price from $199.
Okay, so that's just a cheap AK, basically.
No, it's a pistol.
Oh, it's a pistol.
Hank is not paying attention. What are you
I'm looking
right
it
now?
up. I guess I'm not looking at the right thing here. I'm trying to figure out.
Model 70s.
He's looking at the M70 like in-pap.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
No, the Model 70 is
the
a
model
pistol.
Model
32
70. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just
APC
basically like.
Oh, okay.
It's like a Tokarev design, just shortened.
All right, I see it now. I see it. Yeah.
I have.
Oh, Walter, I meant to ask a weird question, weird thing that you may know. Was watching some old style World War II tank videos the other day. People driving tanks. Did we lose Walter? Oh, he's back.
Yeah.
From a cold.
That's me.
Start,
I'm hitting buttons over here.
From a cold start, they crank start those things. Is that how that works?
What? Are you talking about a German tank?
You mean
like
you go in the back of it and wind it up?
They had an inertial starter. So basically, you get it spinning up.
Yeah, it took a lot of effort.
And then they hit the button and boom, it spins the engine up. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I watched a bunch of videos where they were cold starting them, and it took like two guys with this like big L-shaped. Yeah, it was a pain in the ass.
I don't know if the Americans had inertial starters. I know the Germans had some on their tanks.
I think it was Germans. All the ones I watched were all old German tanks.
Yeah. That's the Germans, eh?
No, I just thought that was.
That's how it was in the olden days.
Well, that's
Yeah. So 817 is asking me if I've heard of Bull Arms or is it Bull Armory? Because I found this website. For Bull Armory. Is this what you're talking about? Looks like some competition kind of pistols and some other stuff there.
BullArmory.com.
I never heard of them.
Last call for some NASCAR playing cards. 50th anniversary from 1998.
No one's claiming those, huh? No one's claiming. I guess NASCAR is dead.
I thought somebody put it right next to their Dale Earnhardt Cup.
Yeah,
or something
I mean,
like
where's
that,
Tyven? Someone should just claim that just for Tyven.
I don't know, man. Tyven must be under the influence of his painkiller.
Yeah, he's got that shoulder surgery thing going on. He's in lockdown.
I hope he's doing all right. Yeah. That kind of stuff.
And we still have another one of these. Who was this? Shaun of the Dead vinyl dolls here. Ed, yes, it is Ed.
Ed from Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, Ed from Shaun of the Dead. Boom, there you go.
We got
one more. We got one more. I think someone claimed one, right? Well, right, Patrick?
Ronald Hotboy says he wants the cards.
There you go.
Cards?
Yeah, somebody claimed the cards. They should get an extra. They should get something extra for that, Walter.
Ronald Hotboy, if you want those 50th anniversary NASCAR playing cards from 1998, send me a message on Facebook on Safety Harbor Firearms for your mailing address. We'll get them out to you. Boom.
Eric Hammond says he has a Bull 1911 Sweet Shooter. Okay. Cool. You know what? I finally got my PlayStation working with the steering wheel.
Oh, well, Pistol Packing Mama Corey Williams says she'll take them. Well,
too late.
Was that? Oh man,
it's too late, Walt.
Yeah,
I know.
Can't go back.
Yeah.
No, I'm not an Indian giver. I ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying?
Half the cards go to one person, half go to the other. Down the middle.
You're Solomon now.
and they get to decide: do they want half a deck, or do you want to take it through the bandsaw and they each get half a deck?
Does each one get a joker?
That's right. You got to decide.
Oh, yeah, that would have been good. That would have been good. Cut them in half in the bandsaw. There you go.
Yeah.
I could do that. I have the technology.
YNH said that he will take them, but you already called out Ronald Hotboy, so.
817 LDS wants the other Shaun of the Dead.
Okay. All right. So there you go. You got to get in touch with us, and you'll be able to get that. So that one's for Lola. By the way, so the stuff from Lola is going to take some time. Lola's putting it all together. It's going to take some time. She was looking into the patches that we were getting, but she says we're not getting those anytime soon, if ever.
You're going to get them?
They were supposed to be here already. I don't know. They messed up something in the whole order. So yeah. So we'll see. That I don't know when that's gonna come. I don't know. It may not come before SHOT Show. We'll see. So at this point, they told her she's been doing this for months. So I'm not really sure what.
Speaking of SHOT Show and speaking of patches, this year at the SHOT Show, we are going to have Laser Marking Technologies in our booth with one of their lasers, and they're going to be marking things in the booth.
Oh, that's really cool.
And what I've ordered is some 1 3/4 diameter stainless steel. We'll say patches. We're gonna make them in like patches.
Oh,
so we'll burn. You'll get to stick your little slug in there, hit the button, burn the patch, and then we'll put a piece of Velcro on the back, and boom, you got a stainless steel patch.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. So that'll be a shot. I've got 1,000 slugs being cut. If there's leftovers, which I have a feeling there might be, we'll do something after SHOT Show with those slugs back at home. So, yeah.
So, and then there's some people there wanting to know how to get in touch with Lola. So someone put that info in there. You got to email her. Let me see. Okay, there we go. I think we've gotten all of that stuff out of the way. Like I said, Walter, I figured out how to get my steering wheel working on the PlayStation. I figured it out. That's what I've been in the middle of every.
You just plugged it in?
No. So here's what happened.
What are you shaking your head about?
So here's
what working. You press the on button.
No. So let me explain. So I've been trying to work on stuff and then work on that and figure it out. But so every time I try to figure it out on the system, I was just streaming the games instead of downloading it. And it just would not recognize the steering wheel. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe I should download one of these games onto the thing. And then so it worked. So that's what.
Because you have to have the game in order for it to know what the hell to do.
Yeah, but I guess if you stream the games, then you can't use that controller. So I figured that out. So I'm working on it. For anyone who wants to know, I'm working on it. And then I'm gonna build my own little virtual driving simulator thing. Oh. Why are you hiding your face? You know what? This is exactly why I need a welder. I think you need to weld that up for me, Patrick.
That's exactly why I'm hiding my face. Hank texted me the other day, and he was like, how difficult would it be to make one of these? And it's like one of those flight sim cockpits for driving, driving sims. And I was like,
I think you could do it, Patrick.
I could. You give me $1,000, and I could probably do it. But
what?
Yeah.
Listen, Walter has a bunch of. Walter, do you still have all that steel from the backs of the police cars and all that?
No, that's all gone, man.
Oh man.
You know what? Today I went to the scrapyard and I took the last parts of that abortion.
Even if it wasn't all gone, just tell him it's all gone.
I had some. I made a trip to the scrapyard to take some aluminum. Came back with $85.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of. It seems like it should be more, but yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Armament and Axes gave us a couple of bucks. He says, Merry Christmas to all. Thank you, Armament and Axes. Merry Christmas to you, sir. Happy New Year. Yeah. In case you guys don't know, this is the last show for the year.
The decade.
We'll be back next year. So, you guys.
What am I gonna do all week next week?
Yeah. Basically, you're gonna build a driving. You're gonna build a driving simulator.
Listen,
because I'm not going to be here doesn't mean I'm not going to be working. I'm coming over, you building it.
You bring the tubing over, I'll start welding whatever you want.
Okay, Walter, send me some tubing.
I'm going out of town. Bye-bye.
Come on, Walter.
I'm going to go have some beignets.
No, that sounds so good.
Yeah, I know you got some tubing, though. Come on, man. Help a brother out, Walter.
Tubing? Help a brother out, yeah.
Come on. Don't let Babyface get over on me. I need that driving simulator. I need that all worked out. So
I found a picture of. Oh man.
Special K was asking me if I was going to make a Donald Trump Year of the Rat patch for 2020, because this 2020 is Year of the Rat.
Mm-hmm.
I want to, but I gotta I might enlist the artistic abilities of a stranger to do it. So
Yeah. First of all, the year of the rat is my year, so.
Well, like you can't combine you and Trump. It just the two. That's like crossing the streams and Ghostbusters.
So Trump has to go. Trump has to go. If somebody falls into the category of that thing, then that person gets a priority. And, I think
Trump
that's it. I think that's pretty much in the books.
Trump has to go.
Yeah, listen, he'll get some other year. He'll get some other year.
I've got to complete the series.
Okay.
There's going to be 5 more of these things. So.
All right, fine. If you want to be like that.
I'm once there's a landslide election in 2020, and yeah. Mm-hmm. Interesting to see what happens.
If you make the Trump year of the rat, how much you want to bet you can sell those to Dems? You could sell that to a lot of libs.
Well, if you do a really derogatory type year of the rat thing, yeah.
Well, why not make money off of them?
Yeah. That's not my purpose.
Yeah. Listen, I think the rat is a magnificent creature.
It's a survivor.
You got Splinter from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He's pretty cool.
Rats are survivors.
So, you got Ratatouille. That was a good.
Ratatouille, yeah, Ratatouille. I like Ratatouille. That was a good movie. I did see that.
Let's see what other rat stuff do we have. Yeah, Len Holt just said Ratatouille with hair.
You know what? If somebody's an artistic person who wants to draw me up some concept art for the patch, I am more than happy to take suggestions and
make sure it has a mohawk to commemorate when Trump had a mohawk back in the days. And remember, he also had a nice tan, so make it a little darker with a mohawk.
Did you the other night, the day of the impeachment, he was at a rally up in Michigan, and he was talking about incandescent light bulbs, and he's taken away the ban on the incandescent light bulbs that Obama put into action, so which is crazy. So, but he was saying that the LED lights makes his skin look orange. That's why he always looked with his skin was orange because of his skin is orange. He said that. I was watching it going, "This is great. This is great." I'm like, "Oh man."
Okay, sure. Yeah, it's not that spray-on tan at all.
I don't know.
That's true. Let me tell you, Trump lives by true pimp rules. Okay, never admit.
He plays by his own rules. There's no.
Yeah. Listen, I'll tell you what. I'll make a deal with you. You could do the Trump rat patch, even though it's my year, but Trump has to be looking at a Hank Strange video in the patch.
Now you're making it way too complicated.
It's not complicated. Or he's got a magazine in his hand or something like that, and it says Hank Strange. You got to put Hank Strange in there somehow.
How about he's looking at you and going, "I'm helping a brother out."
Yeah, something like that. If you get me in there somewhere, then I'll be okay with it. Or even the logo or something like that. I'll be like, okay, fine.
Maybe he's wearing one of your patches on his
yeah
outfit.
Yeah. See, that I can deal with. He's got to have guns, right? He's got to have guns. So you can have him do something like this, like something like that. So
what would be more orange, him or the gun that you just held?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Trump looks just about that complexion right there.
Anyways, back to what I was saying to the chat.
Walter doesn't want to hear that.
If anybody would like to submit an artwork for a patch, I'd be more than happy to consider it. So.
Wait, somebody needs to do this. Why don't you make Trump the Pied Piper and like Pelosi and Schumer and all them are like rats following him? Or he's like chasing them out, like because somebody said swamp rats. He could be like chasing them out. That might be a little too much for a patch, though.
Yeah,
the whole theme of the patch is whatever the whole theme of the patch is whatever year it is. So like when it was the year of the.
You're right. It's not
a political thing. And I'm trying to keep that same motif as the other 3 years.
And and I'm telling you something right now, Walter. And so this is based on the Chinese zodiac. The rat is actually a big deal in the Chinese zodiac.
I keep hearing that.
It is. It is a big deal.
Okay.
It is a big deal.
Okay.
So you want to do something nice. And you want to
I'm
make
not
sure you
looking-
incorporate Hank Strange in there somehow.
I'm definitely not looking to do anything derogatory to the press. So.
Yeah, but you already made him as a pig. You already did it.
Because that was the year. That was the years.
Yeah, what years have you done so far? What years?
First was the chicken, that big one they blew. That was 16.
Trump Rooster, yeah.
Yeah, Trump Rooster, and then 17 was the dog, I think. 18 is the hog, and 19 is the hog. Sorry. Yeah, 16, 17. I'm confused. But anyways, yeah. So I lost track of things. But anyways, yeah. So next year is the rat.
American Freedom Outdoors says, "How about have the Trump rat eating a piece of cheese in his belly? Have Hank's patch. You can have the cheese. You can have the piece of cheese look like a skull with a mohawk on it."
I was hoping that one of our friends in China would come up with a really cool version, and I can knock it off, but they haven't done it yet, so not that I'm aware of. So if anybody finds the Chinese version of the Trump rat, let me know that too, where it's at, because all's fair in knocking off stuff. I'll knock it off, no problem. So they knock all our stuff off.
The motorboater says Mickey with a sweet comb over.
Oh yeah, I mean,
that's really good.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, I'm on board with that one. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
But a mouse is not really a rat. A rat is way better.
No, yeah, you gotta. The rat's gotta have.
It's gotta look like a New York rat too. It's gotta be legit. I've seen rats in New York the size of cats.
You know, Trump does this thing with his arms folded. It's got to be something with attitude. It can't be. It can't be too sweet. You know. I don't want too sweet.
Clint Sanders says he never saw the dog patch. Really? You never saw the dog patch?
I don't have any of my patches here. I took them all back to the shop.
Let me see. So I don't want to take these patches off the wall here. Let me see if I could go to my camera. My other camera here. Boom. Okay, so let's do this. So right here, if you look in the top left-hand section there, because I can't get any closer, there's the dog, there's the rooster. I think those are the only ones I have. What was the other one you said, Walter? Dog, rooster.
Well, it'd be the dog, rooster, and the hog.
The hog.
Yeah, do you have the hog on
I don't have a
have?
hog. I don't have a hog for some reason.
I don't see the hog.
We're gonna have to fix that shit.
Yeah, we got to get the hog going. We got to get the hog going up here. So there you go. You guys got to, and then look by the way over here. Look at all the cars.
Oh, man!
Look at all the cars on the blinds over there. Yeah. Yeah. So okay. Yeah. So I got to get the hog one. Lola, do we have a Trump hog patch? Yeah, from Safety Harbor, because we're missing one. We don't have one here on the wall. We gotta rectify that situation.
Yeah, I got them. No problem. I have a feeling they're going to be popular. I'm going to bring some to the SHOT Show. I think they're going to be popular.
I thought I had one around here. No, those are the roosters.
No, we don't.
No, we don't. Apparently, we don't.
Oh, we'll have to fix that.
We have one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Once again, anybody in the chat's a good artiste that comes up with a good rat. Got to have the hair. Got to have.
Where do they send them to?
You can send that artwork to sales@safetyharborfirearms.com.
There you go.
Yes, and all submitted artwork becomes the property of safetyharborfirearms.com.
That's a delicate situation there, because.
And Walter will send you a patches payment.
I will give the artiste credit, but you're not getting any freaking money, so don't even. Well, because look, everything gets some modification to it, and I gotta buy the freaking patches. So,
yeah. Just make sure that there's somehow you incorporate Hank Strange into that. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
The logo, something. Okay. That's all you get. Just make sure you do it. If you do it in such a way Walter won't even know, I'll give you a patch.
Master Splinter. Yeah, something with Master Splinter. I didn't think about Splinter.
I'm pretty sure if you got Splinter, I think would be good because he's a New York rat. Splinter. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are in New York City.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. You know what's one of the things that drives me crazy about Trump? When he eats pizza with a knife and fork. That right there, he should lose.
Yorker?
Yeah, he's a New Yorker who eats pizza with a knife and fork. Violation.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah, Violation. A gold knife and fork. So.
Yeah, you gotta fold it in half and just eat it that way.
Yeah, that's how you do. First of all,
you shake the grease off.
Yeah, you shake the grease off, then you peel the cheese off and eat that, and then.
No, what? Whoa!
The cheese has to come on. You eat the cheese first.
No.
Yes.
Wrong. That is
Yes.
So, you're complaining about a guy with a knife and a fork.
If you can't take that cheese, if you can't take that cheese off of there and eat it, if the pizza is you're not capable of taking that cheese off, that's not real New York pizza. Just FYI. I'm just telling you. Then you're in Pizza Hut or Domino's. You're not in a real New York pizzeria. So there you go.
It's off. This is the guy that likes steaks well done. So we can't take food advice from him.
Oh, that's what I guess what I was doing tomorrow, man. Tomorrow's the Christmas parade in Safety Harbor, and then after the parade at my chateau is the annual post Christmas parade party.
Oh yeah. The get down.
Firing up the grill and cooking all kinds of meat.
Let me guess some what is it? Some jellies soaked in vodka or in the fridge.
I don't have any jelly beans this year.
No.
Wasn't it?
Those are gummy bears.
Gummy bears. Yeah. Oh, you're not doing that this year?
I don't have any as of yet. No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Lola was getting drunk off of those last year.
Bless her heart.
Len Holt says, what about the guys that roll it up and eat it? That's fine. Yeah. Special K says, no, cheese stays. No, it's not good. Like, I like taking the cheese off. That's
what?
Yeah.
What?
That doesn't make sense.
No, Hank Strange, no.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Well, that's all right.
Who's a New Yorker on this panel right here? I think this guy.
Not
you
from
two.
everywhere.
You guys are Floridians.
Did you live in England at one point? Come on.
Yeah, but seriously, but I grew up in New York. You guys are Floridians. You don't know anything about it. Have either one of you guys ever had pizza in New York City?
I've never been in New York City, I guess that answers that question.
I have, but it was a long time ago.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just in Brooklyn like 2 months ago. Ask Lola.
Did you desecrated pizza by taking the cheese off?
Yeah, I took the cheese off and ate it right there.
Did everybody around you just look and be like, what is this lunatic doing?
No, people do that all the time in New York.
God. Okay, I'm going to have to Google this. Cheese.
Only the special ones.
Oh yeah, the special.
The special is
they ride the short bus.
Yeah, like Special K. Special K.
James Miller.
Not Special K in the chat either. Special K, like Eddie Murphy Special K.
Okay, all right. James Miller says, Hank, that's just wrong. You're also the guy that likes steaks that are fricasseed like shit.
Thank you.
Whatever.
Boom.
And Lola wants to know who won the hat with the mount. So there you go. She wants to know whoever won the. Okay, so Lights Out 183 says New Yorker here, Hank. That's how little kids eat their pizza. Boom, there you go.
How old are you? Do not relate to this.
My mission is to never grow up. Listen, everything that I do it in the most awesome way. That's just the reality.
Yeah.
I want it together. I want it meshed.
How do you eat your Oreos? You separate the Oreos, and then you eat all the cream off of that Oreo. Then you eat it. Then you eat the one with the no cream on it.
I might as well have Oreo soup because I dunk my Oreos until they've soaked up like all the milk possible.
That's disgusting.
Doggy Oreos. That's what I want.
No, that's disgusting. That's not how you eat your. You gotta separate your Oreo. And then get all the cream, scrape all of that off of that, and then you can eat that one. And then the reward is the one with no cream on it. If you do it properly.
Oh, not the Oreo.
There's special ways. You got to do this stuff in special ways.
I guess.
Yeah, Razor JB wants to know any themed boxer shorts given away, asking for a friend.
You mean
I'm wearing mine.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll send them to you after a long workout. How about
that? That's nasty.
Hell, disgusting.
That's nasty.
Yeah, and then you could peel the cheese off of it.
Gabby's Pizza in Hollis.
And then somebody says Gabby's is trash. Man, they're starting something over there.
I forgot the name of the pizza place that Lola and I went to when we were in Brooklyn.
Where's Hollis?
Queens.
Oh, okay.
It's Queens.
Okay.
So I'm from Far Rockaway, so I gotta represent Far Rockaway.
What?
Yeah.
Get this out of here. I hope that's a typo. Lynn Holt says, dip those Oreos in cold chili?
Ew.
No, that's got to be
chili.
a typo. He must be on it. Please tell me you're on your phone and not serious. It's a typo, right? That's an autocorrect.
Yeah.
Oreos in cold chili. What?
If anyone is, I don't know what that's all about. So I'm trying to remember the pizza place in Far Rockaway where I go. I think it was Gino's Pizzeria. There you go. And by the way, if you go into a pizza joint and they don't have Zeppelis, and also they don't know what Zeppelis are, they are not Italian. There you go.
And
They are not Italian.
Gabby's is fire, says Rodney Brady.
So that's my test. If they don't know about Zeppelis, if they don't have Zeppelis up in there, it's Fugazi.
They ain't got shit. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
Fugazi.
Zeppeli. That is
Get out of
a
here.
fried
Shit.
snowball.
Forget about it.
Is an Italian pastry consisting of deep fried dough ball of varying size, but typically about 4 inches in diameter.
Yeah.
So it's like a fritter.
I put on like
an
10 pounds in
Italian
New York just eating Zeppelis.
Oh God.
Basically, it's just fried dough with powdered sugar.
Well, that's basically what a freaking
Beignet,
beignet
pretty
is,
much,
too.
yeah. So let's see. Here's a question for all you guys. What's better? Oh, we're at 9 o'clock, but here, I'll ask you guys this question right now. What's better, beignets or Zeppelis? I vote Zeppelis.
I gotta say, out of this one, I've never had either.
I haven't had the Zeppelis, so.
Yeah, so.
I've had both. Except for the wedding Zeppelis, I will say that Walter, Alexis wedding Zeppelis were way better
Beignets,
than.
you mean?
Beignets,
I'm saying wedding beignets. Those were the bomb. Those were awesome, but I think those beignets cost you a lot of money.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
So
I only got.
Yeah, Walter. So here's what was happening. So this wedding of Walter's, I was basically
Walter's daughter.
Me and Lola were the only black people that were at the wedding, not working. So the people who were working at the wedding were, my people. So they kept bringing me the beignets. What can I say, Walter?
They knew what you were looking for.
My
Exactly.
people.
Yeah. So every time they came out with the
You're
beignets,
like-
they
you're-
came
what
to
are you
me
like?
first.
What are you, like Kunta Kinte or something?
Exactly.
My people.
Exactly. Every time they came out with those hot, fresh beignets, they're like, "What's up, brother? I know you need some
we had one of
beignets."
those. We went to a Canadian wedding, and they were constantly bringing out, what's the cheese curds with gravy?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, what's that called? Shit, I'm going to have to look it up. Somebody's going to be yelling at their screen.
Cheese curds with gravy.
Gravy with fries. Fries, cheese curds, and poutine. Oh, my
okay.
God. At the Canadian wedding, they kept bringing out fresh poutine. Oh, it was the best thing I've ever had.
Okay,
I think I
I've
gained pounds from that one.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, in memory of real firearms, we'll just substitute.
Yeah. You want to throw up some stuff? Let me see. I got something here. Here's.
Take it.
I will be the king. I will be the king of this. Boom. There you go.
What do you got? I can't see you. Why is your camera weird where I can't see you?
There you go. Here, I'll show it to you.
Okay.
Okay.
You ain't got nothing on me, Holmes. I got
Look at
one
that.
of those too, man.
Bam, there you go. Okay, so listen, we gotta start wrapping this up. Listen, before we wrap up here, I do want to take the time out to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas. I hope you guys enjoy the time spent with family, loved ones, and all that kind of good stuff. I hope you all get into really good political arguments.
Oh, yes.
Make sure you squeeze in some arguments over the Mandalorian versus Star Wars in there. But everyone have a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays for all of those that celebrate different things. What is it? Hanukkah. We got Hanukkah going on, right? What else we got? I don't support. What is it? What's the other?
Fake holidays?
What's the other one?
Kwanzaa?
Kwanzaa. Yeah, I'm not down with that.
Kwanzaa was created by a socialist professor, by the way.
Yeah.
In 1993.
Yeah,
Yep,
but if you're a
yep,
Kwanzaa person, hey,
They don't celebrate Christmas in Africa. The true Africans don't, because most of them are not Christians.
Well, when I lived in Africa, as
tribal folks don't. They have no concept of Christmas.
Yeah, there are a lot of people that do celebrate Christmas there. They just don't.
Listen.
They just think that Santa Claus is a demon. I found that out the hard way.
That's all.
Okay.
That's all.
I found that out the hard way by dressing up in a Santa Claus outfit
And they just were like
for some
you.
kids. No,
And
they
they
started
go,
crying and running away.
Ah.
Yeah. So, but anyway.
Anyways, have a good Christmas.
Yes.
Be civil. As much as you don't like some of these relatives, be civil. You know.
Yeah. Be nice.
Yeah.
But stand your ground.
Don't get into heated political with your leftist uncle or something, because he won't get nowhere with them, because they're
Yeah. But anyway, so listen, and also have a happy New Year. You know.
Yeah,
to
and once
everyone
again,
out there.
don't get liquored up and start shooting guns in the air and doing weird
They
shit.
come back down. They do come
Yeah.
back down. Remember?
Yeah.
Or you shoot your neighbor or something.
Mr. Bullshitter says, "Happy Festivus, everyone." Festivus is legit.
Festivus.
Festivus is legit. Come on now.
What is Festivus?
Festivus for the rest of us. This was invented by what's his name?
Is this for the
Seinfeld. It's from the
non-believers?
Seinfeld show.
Oh yeah, Seinfeld, the father.
Yeah. So let the guys here. So Patrick, I'll let you take it if you want to tell the people whatever you want to tell them, and tell them how to support you and all
Merry
that.
Christmas to everybody. Thank you for giving me a pretty good year this year. We started a YouTube channel. It's grown pretty well, so this has been a good year for us. Got married. It's been crazy. It's been a crazy year. But Merry Christmas, everybody. We'll see you guys in the new year. Catch me at all my social media stuff.
Yeah, and also I didn't get a nice marriage present from you. You got married. You didn't give me or Walter anything. But
What?
yeah, we'll be waiting for that, Patrick. Yeah, sure.
I don't partake in these celebrations. I don't know what you're talking
This must be some kind of African thing.
Yeah,
I'm just-
people give me stuff for getting married. I don't give stuff away.
I'm just making it up. By the way, Richard Munder says, "Have a great Christmas." In England, they say "Happy Christmas," so Happy Christmas,
Yeah,
to
happy
Richard
Christmas,
Munder.
Richard.
It was great seeing you, Richard. I'm glad that you're able to catch us here at the end. Stay safe over there in England, my friend. We'll see you. We'll see you soon.
And Brexit for everyone.
Yeah. So. Yeah, Walter. Okay, so what do you want to tell the folks, Walter? It's all on you.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Be cool, be civil. We'll see you next year. 2020's hopefully gonna rock. Anyways, yeah, and then social media, Safety Hour Firearms everywhere. Everywhere you can look, you can find us. Oh, don't forget Gunstreamer either, by the way.
Yes,
That's right.
Absolutely. Yes.
Give them boys over at Gunstreamer a Christmas present.
Yeah. Go over to Gunstreamer. There's lots of content on there. Over 100 videos, probably closer to 200 videos that don't exist on YouTube. That you guys can find on Gunstreamer. From myself, but just support everyone that's on Gunstreamer. Those guys need that. Let me see what else I want to say. Oh, Lola, good, you're here. Look, Lola's here. She's not feeling all that great. But the people want to thank you, Lola.
You're welcome.
And they hope for Christmas that you grow a couple of inches taller.
Oh, stop
That's
it!
not happening. Stop it.
So, I see Mrs. Babyface P over there. There we go. Hey, Marley.
Everybody, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Hello.
Hey, Merry
Same to
Christmas,
you.
Marley.
Same to you.
Good seeing you. Congratulations.
Happy Hanukkah for those who partake in.
Yeah, is Marley celebrating Hanukkah? Patrick?
No.
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah. Hanukkah, yeah. You guys are celebrate. Patrick doesn't get 12 presents?
No, only his computer that he got for.
He got Marley. He doesn't need 12 presents.
Yeah.
Did they open the gift?
That's right.
Yeah. Did you Lola wants to know if you opened what she sent you guys.
Yes, it's really cool.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Oh,
Awesome.
well, thanks
Yes,
for
there you go.
saying something like 2 weeks later, Patrick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, Patrick
Wow.
doesn't even know.
No,
Wow.
I forgot to.
Wow. Wow. That's all I have to say.
Well,
Wow.
thank you.
Next time, I'll just wait
Yeah.
till Marley's home.
Yeah. Yes. You need to get Patrick to convert over. That way he can get 12 presents. But then he'll also have to give 12 presents. So, all right.
We'll see how that goes.
12 welders. 12 welders.
Yeah, so 12 welders. Yeah, Patrick will have all of those listed out exactly what he needs.
4 sticks of tungsten free.
Yeah,
You
so
could convert over to Judaism.
Oh, that ain't
So
happening.
you can get 12 presents, and they get 12 welders. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, so anyway.
We're cutting the nonsense. I don't know what's going on over here.
Yeah, anyway, so we need to wrap
Hit
it
the
up.
out button. Let's do this.
Yeah, we're about to do this. Merry Christmas, everyone. Walter, Patrick, do you guys have anything to say before we get out of here? Before we're
See you guys
out?
later.
All right,
Next year.
We'll see you guys next year. Peace out. Make sure you look at all the, you can go back. You probably missed a couple of episodes. You can listen to it on audio. You can follow us on all our social media. We'll still be working and putting up stuff and putting things out there before we come back. Okay, we'll see you guys. Be good. Peace out.
Be civil.
See ya.